something ain't right. Is it just me? Am I losing my mind? Am I standing on the edge of the end of time? Am I the only one sitting here, still holding on, holding back my tears for the ones who paid with the lives they gave? God bless the USA. I'm not the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue. I can't be the only one. Hey, everybody. Get a couple things going. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope everybody understands tonight's a little different. It's no FPE promotions. We're not doing FPE tonight. This is nothing to do with FPE. This had to do with what's going on in our family and what's going on in general. I don't generally set ground rules. I mean this as respectfully as possible. This is tough for me. I'm not here to joke around. I'm really not even in the mood to do this. But I felt like everyone needed to know what was going on. I happen to be in an FPE shirt, ironically, because I was on DC Michelle's show. I actually was going to change, but forgot. So let me just say hi to everybody because I do appreciate everybody being here. And just understand if you guys are interested in screwing around, I'll see you on Monday. But for everybody who wants to come in and understand what's going on, because we have had a completely life-changing event. It will change my life from this day forward, or from a couple of days ago. And if you're interested in hearing about it, come in, hang out. All I ask is be respectful. I'm going to tell you what I'm willing to share, and I'm not telling you anything else. In the coming weeks, I'm sure I will have processed this more. I haven't fully processed this. So I'm not sure at what point the wheels will come off on the show tonight. I'm sure they will. So with that, Anna, hello. Jill, hello. Richard and Star, hello. Lisa, Benny, Manny. Manny, by the way, thank you for starting the show off with a super chat. All donations, by the way, let me put this up right now. Anything and everything will be going for medical bills and daily bills. Nami Nam, Jedi, Monica, Adam, Crew It Up. What's that? Jedi's here. Presidential Tourist. Everybody who came in, thank you guys for being here. Chris B, Eva Loves Disney. Hello, everybody. I'm pretty much going to cut right through it because it's not hard to figure out something medical has happened. Let me say this. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with Jen. She's right there.
I'm right here.
There's nothing wrong with Bella. Okay, my family in this household, there is nothing wrong with us. Someone extraordinarily close to me who I'm going to give them their anonymity for the time being. They deserve that. Was just diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. It's devastating to me. So, good night. No. Basically, the long and the short of it is I don't know how to process it. Obviously, it's family. I don't know where to go with it. Basically, the long and the short of it is the other night when I ended the Epcot stream,
I'd been up almost 42 hours at that point, and I just got tired, and I realized after the fact that I probably scared the crap out of everybody, and it wasn't what my intention was. And then Jen went on the next day, and I mean, I woke up and it was like, "Are you okay? Are you in the hospital? Are you this? Are you that?" Yeah, I'm okay. And thank you. It means the world to me to have the kind of support with you folks that I do. Um, but at the same time, this is it will affect my day to day for the remainder of my life. Obviously, you see it scrolling across the bottom of this. It says tonight's donations are pay medical bills, daily bills. Um, you know, I am going to be helping in every capacity that I can. Um, if you know, if I'm going to jump in when I meet someone as amazing as DC and Michelle, and say I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream, and I'm going to, you know, fight back cancer, and we're going to do this. I sat there and said it. It affects us all. Never in a million years expecting what happened to me this week. When this all starts to make more sense, because I'm sure some of you are sitting there going, wow, that sucks. Michelle said it best. Sometimes you just say, this sucks. Um, at some point, it'll be it'll be a little bit clearer. Um, DC said it another way, which is I take the bull by the horns and I fight. You're damn right I'm going to fight. We will be setting up a foundation. We will go after this thing in every way imaginable. I'm legitimately devoting every waking moment when I'm not doing FPE and FPE network to kicking the crap out of this thing. And there's nothing else. There's just nothing else. Um, you got anything you want to add?
I'm not speaking.
There you have it. So, if anybody's ever had someone that they love, someone that is extraordinarily close to them, when you receive this, now again, I'm remaining respectful, and I'm not telling you who, and I'm not telling you the kind of cancer, but I can tell you right now, this ain't good. Does that mean that that's it? No, no. Any one of you knows me realizes I don't give in. I don't give up. I fight, and we're going to. Um, but at the same time, if I put it best in my original Instagram post. If I seem off on a live stream, um, don't be surprised. Uh, it's not hard. What's hard is going in and going to a theme park or any one of 100 things that has to do with having fun or anything else along those lines. When this first comes out, and I'm sure as things go along and we process a little bit better and we learn how to cope, it'll get better. But at the moment, I'm not okay. I put it up there so that if everybody sees me a little snarky or some stupid kid and his family bumps into me and I turn around and absolutely snap them in half, it's not on purpose. Um, I normally sleep a couple of hours a night because I work a tremendous amount. What no one knows is we shoot a live TV show every day. For those of you who have channels or have been involved, to shoot us a 5 hour video. It takes a couple hours before and a couple hours after, and it takes us every bit of 9 to 10 hours to produce a 5 hour show. And we do that 5 to 6 days a week. Throwing a work schedule, being a husband and a father, and working. I work around the clock. I'm going to be rededicating every single moment I have. If I thought I worked hard before, I haven't seen anything yet. I will give you guys 100% of what I have. All I'm saying is when we're in the parks, if I seem a little flat, I'm just off at the moment. I'll be fine. I'll get back to it. You are going to see Jen doing more live streaming with Bell and things along those lines. Not because I'm not okay, not because there's something wrong. This was actually by design. I was going to be making the announcement on FPE Network tonight, which comes after this. But the simple truth is, I can't be in two places at once. I have not mastered that skill yet. So Jen and Belle, or Jen by herself, will be out doing what she did the other day, and Jen crushed it the other day. It also gave me a little bit of time to myself and to just, I don't know, I needed some sleep. I had slept 6 hours in 90 hours as of the other day, which seems unimaginable. My normal amount of sleep is about 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night anyway. So things were just weird. I also need everybody to respect what I'm telling you, because Bella has no idea. She doesn't know what's going on, and I have no intentions of telling her right now. This is a family matter. This is personal to us. It has nothing to do with FPE. It has nothing to do with what we do. And unless we're talking about it, I would really hope no one else will. If you come up to us in the parks, don't come up and be upset. That's not what this is about. Come up. Hi, how are you? So glad to see you guys. Happy. Today's a somber day. I don't want to talk about this. I don't feel like I have a choice, though. I put it out there. I put my family out there when we made the choice, or I made the choice to do this months ago. And when I wrote the Instagram, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't really think about it. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have said anything in the beginning. I'm not ready to deal with this. But I did. And I have to be perfectly honest with you. I really, truly thank all of you. And it may not seem it, but I'm not an overly emotional person. And I appreciate 41 people coming in to sit here and listen to why we're doing this tonight. I appreciate 50 to 80 people that have reached out to me to send me emails and DMs and worried about me, worried about Jen, worried about Belle, asking me if we're okay, wanting to know if they could do stuff when they didn't even know what was going on. And honestly, yesterday was like friggin' impossible. I started off tonight with a 9/11 tribute for one reason. 20 years ago, we had something horrific happen. 10 years ago, I got married the day before. 10 years later, I'm dealing with this. This time of year is bittersweet. Jen and I grew up literally miles from where it happened 20 years ago. It's always rough this time of year. That's why we got married, and everyone's like, you realize it's the day before 9/11. We're not stupid.
Well, we did it because it was kitschy.
Well, that and my wife's insane, and she wanted 9/10/11 to be our anniversary day. But we could have picked any time, and we picked that day. So basically, the long and the short of it is, it seems like this time of the year is always good or bad. I don't get it. But it is what it is. But as the people who come into our home every night or into the parks with us every night, and you watch and you hang out and you're supportive as hell, and you guys are amazing. I felt like I at least owed you an explanation as to why did Dave just throw a Dole Whip at someone's head? Or why is Dave not on stream right now? Why did Dave hand the camera off and just go walk off? I don't know what's going to happen. I can tell you I don't deal well with this stuff. I am not DC and Michelle in the sense of uh, where I'm at in this. This is days old for me. DC and I have been talking a tremendous amount. So is Michelle. As you heard them say tonight, they're on year 3 of Miles from Moffat. It's 3 years they've been dealing with this. They're in a different place than we are today. Um, they're incredible people. Incredible. And if you don't think that they weren't one of the first people I talked to, you're out of your mind. So when it came to getting advice, when it came to what do we do, the first thing that they sat there and said was, nothing at the moment. You just gotta deal. Like, this sucks. What Michelle said tonight's the same thing she said to me. It sucks. DC was sitting here going, this sucks. It sucks. So that's what's going on. Now you guys know what's going on in our life. At some point, I will, once we have the foundation up and running, everybody will know more of what's going on, how they can help. Obviously, financially is going to be huge. I'm not one of these people who goes around with a cup and says, hey, can you throw some quarters in it? That's not what we're about. But we're going to raise money. We're going to raise a lot of stuff, both for the battle for cancer. And I don't like GoFundMe's, so I'm setting up a foundation. The ugly side of this is it gets expensive. And, we're going to deal with it. But in the meantime, there's going to be a new network. There's going to be new stuff from us. I am going to be turning my attention more towards the FP network. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are willing to jump in this fight. I just sat through with DC and Michelle and their stream, and I watched 2 of the most positive people in the world. I don't know if you guys watched them. That was incredible. They're incredible, incredible people, and they're going to be joining us in a second. And it's not because I need DC and Michelle to come in. It's not because of anything other than if there's 2 more people that know more about what we're going through, I'd like to meet them. These are 2 friggin' warriors. Do or do not, there is no try. I'm not going to try. So I'm going to turn away from a lot of my business. Not FPE business, but what I do on a daily basis so I can devote more time. And that's okay. We had wound a lot of things down. And I need to do this. I'm going to do this. So, moving forward, all I ask is I don't want everybody sitting here as of Monday being like, oh, woe's Dave, oh, woe's Jen. I'm going to do my absolute best to pick myself back up. This was a week of, pardon my expression, but I got my ass kicked right across the floor. I got blindsided by this. I never saw it coming. Who does? Nobody could have prepared me for what was coming. But next week is a new week. I just had 2 warriors show up. You guys know them.
There you go.
There they are in blue.
Hey there.
I'm gonna
Hey,
Are
try.
you
guys.
guys in Tron mode?
There you
There
go.
we go.
Everybody, you guys know DC and Michelle. They need no introductions. These are
Sir.
literally our anchor at the moment.
Dave,
So-
I just wanted to say, there's not a lot of words, but I understand and I'm here.
I know you are.
Whatever you guys need.
You already
It's-
said it. You said it sucks.
It sucks. Yeah,
It sucks.
it sucks. And those first days and moments will always be, seared in there, and you find your new normal, and you build that community of support, and you just keep growing that.
It's amazing how scarring it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, like I told you earlier, Dave, it's going to be different for you
Yep.
than it is for us. Everyone who experiences something so tragic and catastrophic as this, we all face it in different ways because of A, how we were brought up, B, our internal wiring, and C, just what's particularly happening to the person that we care about.
Yep. No doubt.
There's so many different variables, and that's why Michelle stated that it's so important to listen.
You guys didn't all know she was talking about what we were just about to talk about. She led into this because she already knew. And don't get me wrong, that's why I wanted to have you guys on.
Yeah.
You guys are 3 years down the road, and I think it's important for people to understand that when we took this battle on, we joined you with fresh eyes, with fresh blood, sitting here saying, you know what, we're going to jump into this, and we're going to champion a cause that we didn't know 6 weeks later would be absolutely at my doorstep, knocking down my
Right.
front door.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Nobody realizes that tomorrow
Yeah,
you can get a phone call and your life changes.
Yeah.
So the time is now.
Yeah.
I went from being in essentially a second career to having my life completely change in, quite literally, Dave, a matter of 8 days. It was 8 days from the day that I said to my associates in the office, hey guys, I've got to go to the doctor and find out what's going on. And literally 8 days later, I'm being diagnosed with cancer, and everything changes.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And that needs to be the mantra that everybody realizes sitting here today.
Yeah.
The person who told us about this the other day posted something that said, and I'm going to paraphrase, hug the person next to you because you don't know exactly what's going to happen to them tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
You have no idea if the person sitting immediately next to you or the person that you talk to every day, if you're going to get a phone call tomorrow. And it doesn't have to be cancer, but since we're talking about that, you don't know that tomorrow your life isn't going to be different than it is today. And I don't think people realize literally how shattering it is.
Huh. Yeah.
It's shattering.
Yeah.
I mean,
And,
you can
and
look.
some days I know, we want to be positive, but like I was saying earlier, it's like for me, this week was just one of those weeks. It's like it's at the forefront, and it like like you're saying, of, you know, you might snap and throw some whatever. It's like it just sucks, and sometimes you
Yeah.
need to give space to that it's sometimes you're not gonna want to put on that fight face. It's like, you know what, I just need a minute, and today is just one of those days. It just freaking sucks,
Yeah.
and I'm tired of this, you know.
And those are
Where-
the days
where-
that Michelle goes running and posts it on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's like,
or I don't post it because there's too much profanity involved.
Well, anytime you ever see the pictures of Michelle and she's running and she looks pissed off, those are the days where
Yeah.
she's got to go and scream outside.
Exactly.
and with that, I have had moments of rage that I haven't had since I was a teenager, with, you know, that teenage insanity flowing through you, that type of testosterone where you could literally rip the head off of your opponent. You know, those of you who have played sports, you understand what I'm talking about. But here I am at my age. There have been moments because of this thing that same type of anger comes up. So you can't come to understanding what kind of emotions you're going to have.
Yeah, you just gotta
You really
give your,
can't. And that's why I said to you, hey, life is messy. If you get an emotion that you don't understand why you're feeling, just ride it.
Yep.
Just ride
By
it.
the way, don't anybody time out Destination Disney vlogs, please. Thank you. And you're 100% right. You know, basically the long and the short of it is I have been literally, you know, I'm all over the place. And
Yeah.
you know, I doubt that DC knows this feeling, but I bet you Michelle does. There are moments where you sit there and you go, I forgot about it for 5 minutes. I'm a horrible person forgetting about that for 5 minutes. And then you go, I can't live like that either. I've got to be able to function still. But you feel bad because someone you love is battling this. And you feel like it's the only way to be connected. So it's a weird moment in time. There's no doubt. This is an unbelievable thing. You guys are fortunate enough because I'm not willing to share it with the world, but you guys actually know who and what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, once we're able to not have the anonymity, I want to be able to share it to the world, but it's not right. And this person deserves that their privacy
That's
and
right.
the respect that they deserve. And does that make it easier on the people around them? No.
It takes time. It's like I remember just all the calls, you know, that taking that on, you know, with him. It's like that in and of itself, of just our parents and siblings and, you know, just all those calls and those moments. It's like you know, those are just other events that just it'll just stay, you know, of talking to each loved one of, no, this is what it is. And everyone, you know, you can't process it at first. It's hard.
And that's why you said you respecting that anonymity. And when you told me that, Dave, I was like, yep, do that.
Yeah.
Because you are completely right with that. You are completely 100% in the right, because like Michelle says, it doesn't matter who they are, how close they are, or anything like that. Pardon my language, but it is a effing mess when you are letting that news get out there in any form. It is. It gets me tongue twisted. It gets me
trauma.
Yeah.
It's a re-trauma every time you're telling.
Yeah.
Like you said, Dave, like you had been on the phone and you talked to that person, and then you're having to redo and redo and redo and redo, and that in and of itself it's traumatizing every time you're putting yourself back into that scenario of that news in that moment. And I understand, and it's very, very difficult. It's not going to be easy at
No.
all.
No.
It's just not.
No, it's not, and you're 1,000% right, because you know, and I go back to when I posted on Instagram. Like at that point, I was more worried about, because I knew we were going live, and
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about with that rage, because the first night, I, what was funny is we were in the middle of doing like 15 things with the different people from the channel, and I just dropped off of Earth, and everyone's like, "Where'd Dave go?"
Yeah.
I just wrapped up the live stream with Bella.
Yep.
And we came home.
And they
that's
came,
when I
Jen
got
came
home.
home, and I was literally sitting here kind of going like, "Hey, Jen did a great job." And from like 7 o'clock until pretty much I signed off. Like, you know, I think most people realize the night in Epcot when we did Ratatouille.
Yep.
I didn't even have the camera. Jen did.
Yeah.
And I can openly admit this. I really don't remember it.
He does.
Yeah.
I can tell you that at the end of the stream, when we were sitting there with Eva and Marky, I remember the chat going by, and I remember saying, "Wow, that's pretty."
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Oh crap, I'm live." I'm like, "This is probably not good right now. I probably should go." And and at that point, I'd been up 42 hours, because the first night I literally, you know, I was numb. I'm still numb. I still can't fully process this. I've talked to people who said, "Well, you seem fine," and I'm like, I don't know what to do. You know, I mean, it's not like it's me. It's not like I gotta go run and go do 500 things.
Yeah.
I'm the world's worst cheerleader, and when it comes to this, it's like I don't know what to do. So I sat there and said, the last thing I want to do though is absolutely flip out online. And, you know, not that anybody wouldn't understand, but more along the lines of what the hell is wrong with him? And so I was like, I did something as preventative. And as Shelly said, I opened this thing up wider inadvertently and have had to go through this for days, as opposed to just sitting down and saying, "Okay, guys, this is what's going on," like doing this tonight.
Right.
And I feel bad that I haven't been able to express this to everybody, because there's 30 people sitting here curious what the hell's going on with us, and it's because they care enough to be here. And I feel bad that I haven't been able to sit down and go through it, but I think everyone understands right now this is not something I wanted to talk about. It's not something I even want to sit here and do now. But I'm doing it for two reasons. Number one, it's a battle cry. It's to get it out there. It's the first time I've had to sit here and say this out loud to everybody. And secondly, so that I can move past it, get to Monday and resume what is the new norm, because it's a new normal. It's not Monday's life, it's next Monday's life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, but at the same time, I don't want it to come off where on Wednesday next week, I punch a clown and everyone goes, "What did Dave just do?" At least now, if everybody knows, then they can be like, that Dave's having a bad day, and it's okay, and Dave will be fine. But there's
And one less clown.
one last clown. As long as you're not holding a red balloon, we're good. You know, and that's the thing is, it's like everyone needs to see the other side of what I'm going through, and that's you.
Yeah.
You know, you are. I said it to you when I was getting off. You're the inspirations, not to them, to me, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to get through it, and I know Jen's going to get through it, and it's not because we're super people. We have great friends and family like you, and people who are going through it, who are legit. You guys, and you know, tonight is obviously not a Disney conversation, so I'm going to say something I normally wouldn't say. But you guys are kicking ass and taking names every step of the way, and I'm going to follow your example. And you know, when I jumped on board for the 24-hour stream, I was trying to lead. And in that respect, it was because I felt like I could. But in this, if there's somebody that's a bigger expert in what's going on than the two of you, I'd like them to come chime in because I don't think there is. That was your cue. No,
Okay.
that was the two awesome people who are sitting there because they don't know what to say right now.
I know.
It's hard.
Yeah. It's just, it's something that you just like, you know, these past couple years, just learning things that, and like we were joking the other day, like just when I had to get normal blood work, and he knows, you know, like every letter on a page and can say all of these things because this is our world now. I want to know everything I can about multiple myeloma. I want to know every drug. I want to know every treatment option. I want to know where the experts are. I want to know everything I can, you know, and that's what you do when your loved one is facing this. You're gonna do the freaking work and
Yeah.
figure out, you know, what makes a difference. And that's why for us it's always about funding research, because that's the only way that we can get rid of this crap, is if there's more treatment options for people that are in it, you know, and clinical trials that, you know, he had treatment and wasn't successful, and this relapse and this happens, and it's scary when, you know, okay, we've only got 2 more options. That's it.
See,
That's
and
it.
you're 1,000% right. Until everybody gets pissed, and this is my personal opinion, you guys gotta get pissed at this.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah.
You gotta get pissed at the fact that what have we been doing cancer for? 100 years?
Right.
We came up with a bullshit vaccine for something that came out in the last year. We can't
Right.
do better?
Yeah.
No way. This is unacceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this doesn't work.
And the whole, you know, you mentioned, like you're saying about medical expenses, that's a whole nother thing to get very angry about in our
Yeah.
country. And some of the thing, you know, just what is wrong with the system. You know, you could talk for hours and hours of just some of the things that we've
Yeah.
had to deal with that, but that's the reality. And we just keep moving forward and keep pushing forward. And like I say it all the time, but I mean it. Like if I could just scream and someone would say like, oh, I've got the cure for cancer, you know, like whatever I
Yeah.
could do within myself to find that person or to give the money that leads to that, I would literally do anything.
See,
Anything
and
to take away this experience from you all.
yeah, look, I keep sitting here, and after about hour 5, I got really pissed off.
Oh
And
yeah.
I sat there and I said, so let me get this straight. What if everyone faced cancer the way we face COVID? What if we sat here and said, every person you know can be infected and die?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, they can be. It's time for people to understand this, that you can be walking around with a silent killer. Look at them. Does it look like there's anything wrong with DC, by the way? Everybody in this world right now, and there are survivors sitting in this chat because I know who they are. I know some of them are. If we all sat here and were as intolerant to this as we were to the fact that they did what they did over the last year and a half, let's say that they don't cure it 100%. Is 50% better? You bet your ass it is.
Yeah.
We have got to demand better. And I started off with you guys a while ago with let's raise money, let's raise awareness. Today, I'm going to sit here and tell you, I declare that that's not good enough.
Mm-hmm. And that's what he always says. He's like, awareness. He's like, I don't want to be aware of it. I want to get rid of this. Like,
And I
you know.
think it comes down to causality. I think it comes down to it takes somebody who just gets pissed enough and says, I have a large enough voice. If it means that I have to lose everything so that someone else doesn't lose someone, and you're willing to risk it all, which I am, and I'm going to, because I was pissed for you before.
Right.
Enough to sit here and say, let's spearhead this. Let's do this. Let's spend 24 hours as a live stream, because it seemed like the thing to do. And I don't mean that as novel as it sounds. It was like, I didn't know what to do, but I felt like this was a start.
Right.
If I
It's
was
a
going to be,
piece.
yeah, if it was going to be, we jokingly sit there and say, if 25 people say I'll volunteer, 5 show up. And I'm never one of the 20. I'm always one of the 5.
Sure.
But I couldn't be one of those people who sat here I had no idea when you and I started talking that there was anything even wrong with you.
Right.
And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'm dying of cancer. I thought you were kidding. And I was like, that's not, and I think I even responded to you, that's not funny. And you were like, no, I have multiple myeloma. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And it took you like almost had to convince me. And then I felt worse because I was like, here I am, I'm arguing with you about it. And, but you're so positive. You look so healthy. And your attitude about the world is, honestly, everybody should take a page out of your book for their normal life, let alone what you're battling. And then I got pissed and I was like, why doesn't more people get involved? Like, why are you guys sitting at $175 in donations? Like, what's not going on here? And that's when I said to you guys, we need to do a live stream. We need to do this. We need to start this now. Like, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. Let's get up. Let's get moving. Let's get going.
Exactly.
And then after the live stream, it moved to a 24-hour. And then it was like, okay, let's get that going. And I dropped it in your court. And you guys came back to me the other day and said, yeah, we're ready to go. Okay, cool. Let's move. But by the time you got back to me, it's sitting in my lap now.
Yeah.
And there's a part of me that feels bad that I didn't feel this way about you. And I sit there and go, I know the anger Michelle's talking about. I'm pissed. And I can't imagine being you. I can't imagine the anger you felt in the beginning. And I sit there and I go, well, you know what? I bet you everybody else is going to feel my anger. I bet you everyone else is going to feel my anger. And if I can make everybody else who has had to deal with this, it's not okay. You don't have to deal with it. It's okay to be pissed. Yeah. You should be pissed because they should have done better. They've let us down. Mm-hmm. And if my anger's coming out right now, everybody, sorry, I'm pissed. And it's not okay. And it's not okay what they're going through. It's not okay what we're going through. It's not okay if you're going through it. And it doesn't matter what it is. You're okay to be mad about it.
Exactly.
And instead of just stewing, I'm going to say the same thing DC said to you before. I don't know how to just sit by. I'm a fixer. I'm a doer. I can tell you right now, you and I are going to team up to do something amazing because I ain't letting you go. We're going to kick some ass and take some names, and we're going to demand a lot more. Because nobody in this world is going to convince me that they've done enough because we're still doing this. We're still doing it. $100,000 is nothing.
No.
It's nothing. We're going to do better. I can guarantee you that. That's what tonight was about, was for me to kind of just tell everybody, quote Wyatt Earp, hell's coming with me. But it ain't hell because that's not where I come from. I'm faith-based. And I can tell you right now, enough is enough. You know, you guys are an inspiration to us. You guys are one of the main reasons I didn't actually come off the rails when it happened. I had support with two people, and I'm going to go off on my faith for a second. But if anybody believes in a million years that's by accident, I'll roll my eyes the way DC rolled his whole head when he sat there and said something about, I don't remember what the expression was, that things happen for a reason and you rolled your eyes. That was one of the most expressive things you've ever done. And you were like, but at a moment in my life when I would not have had anybody to turn to. We have you. And the amazing thing is, and make no misunderstanding, everybody, he's going through this and he's got the strength to sit here and talk to me and to give me hope. That's what he is all about. It's what Michelle is all about. You guys are freaking amazing. Like, you're literally freaking amazing. I don't think people know how they get to see you at Blocking and Talking. They don't get to, they get to see you guys laughing and being jovial, and which is awesome, but they don't know you. And that's why I keep trying to expose you guys for what you really are, because you're so much more than this. And for those of you who are not following them on Instagram, Michelle shows you a lot. He's telling you, and I'm telling you, Michelle shows you. Notice I didn't say DC's, he's on there every day posting. It's not DC, it's Michelle. And you can.
And we try, we want to share more, but like what you're saying, and what you're feeling right now, it's like that ebb and flow of, I think I will hold back more because like what you're saying, that anger and some of those raw emotions that when the filter comes off, it's a lot, and sometimes if you're really empathetic with, I am being in that counselor world, it's hard to let that rawness be exposed, but I am inspired just by you being this open and saying these things and saying, you know what, I'm pissed and I'm angry. I am too. And I think I need to say that more and not be afraid of that, of saying, this isn't right, because I say it to him, but I don't share that enough of,
I know,
some of the harder feelings. Like, it's more than just sadness. It's so much more, when we, like I said, when we were streaming earlier, we will be at Moffat in 2 weeks. And when those dates creep up, it's so hard, to have those checkups of like, what's it going to be? Like, is it time to change? The drugs only work this long. Now we got to go to this. And I just can't take it sometimes.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put you on the spot and you don't have to answer it. No one has any idea what you do.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody actually knew what the hell you did and with what you're going through, I think that everybody would sit here and go, hold on a second. What? Because the first time DC said it to me, again, he has a kind of a warped sense of humor. And so when you sit there and he says certain things, he says them so damn matter of fact, I can't tell if he's kidding or not sometimes. And when he said it, I was like, he goes, yeah, bup. And I'm like, wait, no, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll buy it because you went through 3 times. So, but if you want to tell them what you do, you don't tell them where or what, but you can tell them for the most part what you do.
Yeah, I'm a licensed mental health counselor in the state. So I've been in the field for 11 years now. Yeah, 11 years.
She's a mental health counselor.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make this up.
Yeah.
Like, and who do you turn to when this happens? It's like I've been sitting here going for the whole time. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Is like, here is 2 people who do or do not, there is no try. Here are these 2 outgoing people. And that's why I said, like, everyone sees you on Blocking and Talking. They don't see Michelle in black and white on Instagram, pissed off, crying, running. I do. Yeah. And I know what you're doing. Like, it's not hard because I know you. And if anybody paid attention to you driving home that night when we started the live stream, I could hear the anger in your voice. Anybody who knows you knows that you're going through this just the same. It's just different, even though it's the same. And it's like I think that there's a part of where people need to understand DC's a freaking warrior, but you're a mental health counselor going through this on the other side with him. And I think people need to know what both of you are going through, because I've been doing this for 4 days. I'm ready to go put my hand through a wall.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. And we're talking stage 3. I can't imagine. Every time I sit here, and this was pre 4 days ago, I would sit there, and DC would do this to me all the time. I know what Wednesday is, and I'd sit there and be like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, how you doing? Here's a guy sitting there asking me how I'm doing. I know what the hell they just did to him. I know what every 3 weeks is. I know what every other month. I know what the process is. I pay attention. And I'm sitting here, and the guy's asking me how I'm doing. This is who and what you are. But people need to understand what they see on camera is you guys enjoying one another and who you guys actually are. Because it's not fake by any stretch of the imagination. But there's another side. And I see it in your Instagram. And when I talk to you guys offline, and we sit here and we talk, and if anybody actually got some of the texts I get from DC at 2:00 in the morning, Thursday mornings, they would be like, wow, he's the Hulk. And
Yeah,
know,
especially after treatment. Yeah.
Yeah, treatment days, he could pick up a house. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if everybody knew that he's a gourmet chef at 1:00 in the morning. So
those are fun days. Yeah, those are really fun when he wakes me up with all the crazy cooking that he does. Yeah. That's so fun.
And the best part about it is you guys in the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks have struggled. And nobody knows. I know because I'm friends with you. And if you told anybody what your actual story is, people would shit. They legit would not, I don't know how you guys do it. And all of a sudden I'm in the mix to this, and I'm going, but they're doing it. What are you complaining about? Go get to work. Go do what you got to do. I don't know. You guys are special.
Dave,
you blow me away.
You're new to this.
I know.
You're new to this.
Well, I'm coming back into
you see this. You see this now.
Yeah.
You rewind back to December of 2018, and you would see a completely different DC and Michelle.
And
I don't doubt that for a second.
Still happens,
Oh, yeah.
Like will just be sitting in something, and he's like, I freaking have cancer. Like, what the, what?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just something
out of nowhere.
Because it just hits. It's like, this is so absurd.
It's insane. Yeah.
Well, because there's two different sides of DC. There's the DC that will sit here and uplift the world, and then there's the other DC that when he drops himself down that I get to talk to at night. And there's two sides of you, and you just made that face because I'm right. And see, he just did it again. He's like, damn, I'm found out. But whether you know it or not, you're literally an incredible inspiration. I can't believe that I got to know you as quickly as I did, and that we become like family. And I can't believe that when I'm going through something that is like this, that you guys are like the varsity team, and we're like the freshman football team.
Yeah.
And I you guys are just inspirational in that sense. And I appreciate the fact that you were, and you're going to say, oh, of course, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I know that when I have questions, I have literally a mental health therapist and a cancer warrior to turn to. when I need
And
to.
sometimes we don't know what the hell we're doing either, and that's okay.
I'll take your word for it. And you know, at the end of the day, it's not even in my house, but it's the people we love, and you know, it's literally it's devastating. But you know, I really wanted to bring you guys in tonight for two reasons. One was so that everybody realized um, two things. One was this can affect you in a moment's notice. Get angry. You guys can be the yin to the yang. You guys be positive. I'm gonna be pissed for a little while. And while I'm pissed, I'm gonna take this fight to everybody. But the second thing was that we do have a good support network.
Yep.
That we know who to turn to. We've got great people that are in the medical field sitting in the chat that also know, and you guys who know, and that even though we haven't shared with everybody 100% of what's going on, there are people who know, and that we appreciate every single thing that everybody's doing. And we appreciate the support, and we appreciate the outcrying from everybody. And you know, I don't know how much more I can kick this thing, but it's the new norm.
I think you said everything that can be said to this point. Remember, there's tomorrow. Just get up, be ready to go. Like you told me the other day, Dave, parabellum.
Parabellum.
You got it.
For those of you who don't know what parabellum is, it's a Latin word that says, if you want peace, prepare for war. And I have spent my entire life living by that phrase. You guys all joke around with me about being a bear shark. Well, this bear shark got armor plating. I can't fight this alone, but I can tell you right now, I'm ready for war.
There you go.
Guys, I love you guys a lot. I appreciate every single thing. I know that you guys.
We love you too. And Dave, no need to thank us, man. We're here. You're here for us. We're here for you. Okay.
I'll be talking to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, guys, for everything.
Thank you.
We
Love
love
you.
you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you. Hold on before I accidentally knock us out. Boop. Doop. So there it is, everybody. We're going to be battling this for a long time. It's unbelievable that this is what has to happen. And yeah, Mark, it is. It's like rage. I'm not going to say I'm passive, not even close. I used to joke around that I had two emotions, and it was anger and rage. And I can tell you without a doubt, this is a part of who we are now. I went through this before with my mom. My mom is a survivor. I'm going to go through it again with someone else that I love with all my heart. It is not us. So I don't want 55 emails or DMs when I get offline that, are you guys, which one of you is it? I'm not telling you. All I'm going to ask is that you guys respect us as we move forward a little bit. At some point, when I've got this foundation set up and I have everything good to go, I'm going to need help with this. I'm going to need people who want to fight this battle. Someone else that is as pissed off as I am or sits here and goes, I don't want my family member, my best friend, my anybody to go through this. They let us down. I'm angry about it. I shouldn't have to go through this. But if I'm going, and I'm going to go through this, I am without a doubt, unequivocally, I'm going to go to war. I'm going to fight for this person. I'm going to fight to help. I will fight every step of this way. You can guarantee it. If it gets old, gets boring, you guys don't like hearing it. I don't mean to be a jackass when I say this, but there are other channels. This is my new norm. Not the guy sitting here right now who's angry who wants to go knock down his house because he's pissed off at the world, but someone who has to because I'm called to do it. I have to do this. Monday we will pick up back in the parks, but if you see me a little off, just all I ask is just bear with me. I'm struggling. Just know that I appreciate every single one of you. I say it at the end of every stream. We're not going anywhere yet because we're going to try to move past it a little bit. I tell you guys every time that I appreciate every single one of you. You could choose to be anywhere, but you choose to be with us. It's gotten to be a habit to say, or it rolls off my tongue, I should say. In the beginning, it didn't, but it does now because you guys can choose to be anywhere. You choose to hang out with us. You choose to be here. We appreciate it. To our members, we have 27 members on this channel. We must be doing something right. I appreciate every single one of you. I have like 542 mods. You guys are awesome. It seems like it. Everybody's got a wrench. So, and we do. We appreciate you guys. What you guys don't know is I didn't know this when all of a sudden I stepped into the deep end and said, hey, I'm launching a new network. And all of a sudden, I'm over my head. I'm out in deep water. And if you can imagine this analogy for a minute, I'm literally like 5 miles off the coast. Land's not in sight. I jumped into this, said, I'm doing this. I'm going to take all these channels with us. We're going to create this super network. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have 1,400 subscribers. Jen looks at me and goes, you're out of your mind.
I would say that anyway.
And then someone comes along and goes, hey, you're treading water. How you doing? And I'm like, are you here to throw a lifeline? And they're like, no, here's 50 pounds. And when they threw the 50 pounds in, they said, no, I lied. It was 5,000 pounds. Good luck. Roll Tide. I don't sink, I swim. I'll deal with this. FPE Network is going to become a mantra. FPE, the channel. You're going to see a lot more Jen and Bell. You're going to hear a lot more about what we're doing. I was a little down. I was tired. You guys saw it all. I slept for 2 days. I haven't slept for 2 days in like 15 years. As a matter of fact, my first day off since Christmas was yesterday. I don't take days off. I don't take downtime. I don't do those things. But let me tell you something. If you're a small channel, if you're a small business, contact me. Because what I'm about to do is going to be freaking epic. I normally joke around a lot. I'm closing part of my business to devote it to FPE Network. Think about that for a minute. I believe in something so much that I'm willing to risk everything I have. At a time when risking everything means literally the potential of losing it all. I don't care. I know I'm right. Not many of you know my backstory or my history. I might do it on another stream. But I can tell you right now, I don't fail. Because I don't stop. When this is all over, with FPE and everything else, and we're sitting where we need to be, I'll push harder. I've talked to a bunch of channels. I think what surprised me was that larger channels support this. In the beginning, I didn't really think that big channels would be supportive of this. I figured they would all be pissed or they'd freak out and be like, "You're doing what? You're going to take a small channel under 1,000 and stick them in a park and teach them how to live stream? And who are you? You got 1,400 subscribers." The response has been really good. I even had a conversation today with somebody who I respect tremendously in the industry, and they were like, "That's a good idea." And what's going to happen next is awesome. There's 10 channels that have already signed up for FPE Network. I have a podcast that I'm meeting with next week. They're one of the bigger podcasts. We're going to have anything you can imagine. But since I have the platform, probably goes without saying that if there's a cause or a charity or there's something, I'm probably going to get involved. We're already a part of Pete McDivitt's Candle Processional. We're already a part of Magic Streamdom. We're already a part of DC and Michelle's 24-hour live stream. I will put my money where my mouth is any day of the week. I'm going to affect change. I'm going to tell you guys something because I just saw what somebody put. You want to know? I'm going to tell you something. There are very few people that are in this chat that even know. On the days where we disappear and we say we've got to be out of the park early, or we were gone for a week because we day streamed and then night streamed, we were gone. We are leaders in our church. I live stream my church service every single time, so when I'm not live streaming, I'm still live streaming. I am ridiculously faith-based. I don't fail because it's not an option. I'm determined because that's the way I'm made. If you have a need, even with what we're going through, let us know. I have an amazing group of people around me. Not just you guys, because you're amazing too. We are absolutely going to take the fight to everything. I got knocked down for a couple of days. Cancer better watch out because it's never fought me. I have great people like Michelle, DC, my wife. We're going to fight this damn thing. There's a lot of people out there that have said, "Oh, I'm on your side. I'm rooting." Taking the fight to it. FP Network's also going to be a part of it. I'm going to raise so much friggin' money. I'm going to raise so much attention. I'm going to make it so that nobody can not pay attention to us. And that I'm going to need your help for. I'm going to need everybody sharing the hell out of that network. By the way, I know this kind of is off topic. Do you know that I have yet to do anything with that network? And there's 113 subscribers. It's not even a week old. Thank you, Tokyo Disney Dad.
Thanks,
It was good
Wally.
meeting you.
It was nice meeting you, seeing you on screen.
It's another person we're fighting for. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in accident. It doesn't fall in my faith. I launched a network. I came to people who responded. It's all falling into place. One of the smallest channels I got invited to do Magic Streaming. I couldn't even imagine why. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. And spokesman was gracious enough to let us in. I couldn't figure out why. And he said to me, he goes, something along the lines of, you know, loving what you guys are doing and all this other stuff, which was cool. And I'm going to tell you, these are great people. And as I get this built, I'm going to call on them to go after this. It has nothing to do with Disney or networks or. You can't just sit by. Think about the most important person to you. Close your eyes and think about it. Whoever that person is, picture them in your brain right now. Picture them in your mind. Now imagine they call you 15 minutes after we get off right now and tell you that they have to deal with this. How do you feel? Is it acceptable? It's 2021. We still have to deal with this crap. Is this not ridiculous? It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And I can tell you right now, everybody said to me a week ago, hey, you're launching FPE. Yeah, what can I do? Well, it's coming. All of you who are sent emails in, because there were a lot of you, and I thank you. Some of this is not going to be more than I need to share it out. Getting more people to watch. Getting more people involved. Getting that number from 26 up in the top corner of my screen to 126. Because the more people that we generate, the more we can reach. The more people we reach, the more people we can affect. The more people we affect, the more change we can bring. That's what this is about. I don't know who always puts it in. I think it's Jonathan. Might be Mike. Probably both of them. This isn't always about money. Don't get me wrong. It's going to take a lot of money. That's not what this is about. This is sometimes about hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, sharing it out on Twitter, on Instagram, on Flip Flop, TikTok, Bob's Your Uncle, Smacky Doo's new freaking social media site. I don't care who.
But sharing it out, it could hit somebody that would be like, wow, look at that.
And sharing this out makes a difference. I don't know if anybody actually paid attention to what happened the other day, but I don't know if how many people that were in this stream right now were on when we came on for Ratatouille. There were 900 people sitting in my chat, our chat, when we came on. It was 890 people. At first I laughed because I just assumed it was a glitch. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it went steadily down. Okay, it was at 700, 600. We hovered at 5 for a while. We went down and went up. But we were in the hundreds, well over 3, 4, 500 for a while. And when we were standing in line, I looked at Jen. I go, we have 6,000 views. She goes, get the hell out of here. I go, that's what it says. We ended up at 3,700. I don't know why. Don't care. It's not about the number. Particular person in here who will remain nameless, Mike Wheeler, and tweeted this out. And because of trend surfing, which is a term most of you may not be familiar with, but it's when you hit a popular trend at the right moment and you ride the wave. Mike tweeted out our stream. He said something to me like he normally gets 52 or 54, views or likes or whatever, and little engagement. And this one did like double. And it had shares and engagements and this and that. See, and that's what Mike's saying. Over 2.5 hours, we were still triple digits. And because he shared something out,
You got that right, Ken. He is.
damn right. He does it every day, though. And that's what I don't think anybody knows. I don't think everybody realizes that every day before we go out, before we go on, there are people out there like Mike that are sharing it out, getting it going, getting, trying to get people in. That's what it's going to take. When we switch over to streaming to 2 different channels, because we're going to be streaming to FPE and FPE Network in the beginning, because I can't be in 2 places at once. That doesn't mean that FPE is not going to have new content. That's what she's for. She's going to be kind of taking the reins on some of that. I'm going to be jumping into FPE Network, and we're going to be producing a lot more content because, as I said to you, I'm closing part of my business to do this. I believe in it that much. So does she. But it's going to take 5 minutes for somebody to share it out if it takes you that long. And letting people know that this can happen. And Lorna just dropped something in. It says Mike Wheeler is an inspiration too. If you guys don't know about this guy, he's going to be back in the parks in 2 weeks. I've been trying to drag him in the park since he got his pass, but I can't get him to go. Most of you don't know that we have a very unique friendship offline as well. And I'm not going to tell you a conversation Mike and I had the other night, but Jen woke up and goes, "What the hell are the 2 of you talking about?" Mike knows the conversation I'm talking about.
And I figured it out because
But it's really funny that he has an adaptive personality that, and absolutely no idea that the world has limitations because he doesn't have any. He doesn't care. He puts it beside and says, "To hell with y'all, I'm going to do it anyway." So I'm surrounded by people like Mike Wheeler, DC and Michelle. These are the people in my life right now that are sitting here going, "Look what I can do." And I'm going to complain? Hell no. I'm going to take their energy and run. I don't bring them with me, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you need a 280-pound fullback to go plow through it all and say, "To hell with it. I don't care what the world says can't be done." Mike Wheeler's got 336 people on his channel. You know what he never does? He never drops in a link for himself. He's one of the most selfless people you'll meet. He doesn't promote himself. I bet you half the people in here don't even know he's got a channel. Go to hell over there and subscribe if you haven't. There are good people sitting in this chat right now. None of you know each other. You guys kind of BS back and forth through the chat, but you guys don't know one another. You don't know who's hurting. You don't know who needs somebody. Michelle said it best. Sometimes we just need to listen. Sometimes it just sucks. I have a platform. Wait, I have a platform. I have a really big mouth.
and Bear Shark t-shirts will be sold soon.
I have never been accused of keeping my mouth shut. And I bet that's true, Queen Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.
The simple fact is, we are all affected. You may not be battling cancer. You may not be dealing with what I am. But I can tell you right now, I'm a champion of cause because I was made this way. I will have good days. I will have bad days. Jen will have good days. Jen will have bad days. Jen cries when you guys make her laugh. You can only imagine when she's having a bad day. She's already crying. We're going to get through it. But I'm going to take this network and I'm going to take 25,000 people and I'm going to go march this out to the world. And I'm going to become one of the fastest growing networks you've ever seen in your life if it means it takes every dime I have. I'm coming. And I'm doing it for the best reason in the world. This isn't about me. It's not about her. I usually sit there and say, my streams are about you guys. They will be, but the cause is different. Every one of us can have this happen tomorrow. It doesn't even have to be tomorrow. It could be the person that sent you an email and you don't even know yet that they want to talk to you. Truly hope and pray none of you go through this. But if you do, you reach out to us. We'll put a network around you like you've never seen. We'll help you too, the way you're helping us right now, the way that you'll help us in the future. So coming next week, we're going to be starting to do a lot more with FPE Network. With FPE, I'm going to be sinking more time in. And every single person here, I invite you to be a part of it. I invite every single one of you to be empowered. I invite every single person to stand up and say no more. Because I've had it. I will be damned if I'm going to sit here and allow someone else to go through this if it's not necessary. And it's not necessary. If you haven't subscribed, and this isn't about this, go subscribe to FPE Network. If you want to do something, help grow that channel. Not because of, I don't care how many subscribers are on it. I don't care about any of this anymore. This comes down to how many people can I get to? How many people? What is my platform? How far can I reach? I will take every freaking penny I have and advertise this until I have hit everyone. No more. They let us down. Cancer sucks. It's not fair. We have the ability to fight back, but it takes all of us. It takes every single one of us to say, I'm not okay with this. It legitimately is something in our lives now. And moving forward, Florida Park Explorers dedicates every single waking moment to kicking cancer's ass. For you, for me, for everyone. It's not okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be a part of the fight, we want you. Share out what needs to be shared out. Get on board. Support Florida Park Explorers, both as a channel and FPE Network. Because what we're about to do, I'm not saying there aren't other people out there, but I want to create an army of people who know that the world doesn't have to be this way. I woke up 4 days ago and had my world destroyed. Destroyed. Doesn't have to be this way. We can legitimately come together and move forward. We can be together. We can fight this. You don't have to wake up and look at the person next to you and go, holy crap, they're battling this. You don't have to do this. That's where we are. This is an incredible night where everybody is able to come in and understand you're not alone. The hardest thing for me tonight was to actually sit here and do this, was to come out and say, enough. I mean, stage 3 cancer. It's not me and Jen, it's not Belle. But I love this person with my whole heart. And he got ripped out of my freaking chest. And it's not okay. And we need to do more. We are going to raise so much freaking money. We're going to raise so much attention. We're going to build FP Network to a place no one thought was possible. But it takes every single one of you, every voice, together as one, saying they failed us. How long have we been dealing with cancer? How long have we been dealing with these things that we don't have to deal with? They came up with a vaccine in 8 months. We need to do more. There's too many people affected by this day in and day out. To the people who came in right now, welcome in. And I asked everybody, about 100 or 300 people ago, to close your eyes and ask yourself if there is the most important person in your life. Picture them in your head. Now imagine hearing that they have cancer or an incurable disease. It's not okay. It's okay to be pissed. It's okay to take the fight to somebody else. It's okay to get behind someone who can literally champion the cause. Someone who can speak for you. I never knew I had a platform. But there's 450 people sitting in here right now that are giving me that platform. I bet you I have Mike to thank for this. And the bottom line is, we don't have to do this anymore. Go to Florida Park Explorers Network. Subscribe right now. Champion the cause with us, because that platform is going to be used for good. It is not about building a network. It is not building anything. For all of you who just came in, this has been a devastating week. But if we all decide that this is not okay, that we need to do better, and that we need for accountability, we can do better. The people that we love deserve it. And I can tell you right now, we're all going to have to do this together. We have to stand up in one voice and say, enough. I don't want to be that guy, but I am. And for everybody who's come in, hit the like button. Share this out. Let people know that if you're battling something, this is the place to come. We're going to give you a voice. We're going to fight for you too. We're going to fight for everybody. I need these numbers a lot. I need to reach more people. I need to get out there so that people understand you're not fighting alone.
Thanks, Wally.
Jonathan put in together we're stronger. Let me tell you something. You guys have heard me sit there and say we rise together, we fall separately. It goes with Parabellum. You want peace, prepare for war. We are without a doubt, coming. I dedicate everything that I am to this. So does this woman right here.
And we're gonna make you happy along the way when we do our normal content. I'm sorry. All right. I shouldn't. I told her that's why I wasn't talking today.
She normally cries when you guys make her laugh. Monday, we will be back to Disney content. We'll be back in the parks. There are already 10 networks or 10 channels that have joined us for FP Network. We have a podcast that's going to be coming on board. We have a ton of people. We have sponsors. We have everything in place. I did not know this when I got this news that I had everything in place. If out of the people that joined us, if you're a small content creator, reach out to us.
You're a small business.
You're a small business, reach out to us. If you affect travel, Disney in any capacity, reach out to us. We are building something ridiculous. We were doing this before tonight, but we need your help. We need you guys to not drop off and say this doesn't matter. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you guys can wake up tomorrow and be affected. I promise you. I did not expect this on Monday. By the middle of the week, my life changed. Don't go anywhere. Don't look the other way. Don't do it. Because when it comes knocking on your door, we'll still be here. Don't feel alone. It's okay to be pissed. It's okay to be determined. To not know where you're going to put that anger, that angst, or to know where to turn. We're going to champion this cause. But if you're a small content creator, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, reach out to us. Podcaster, reach out to us. We're building a network of small YouTube creators, and we're going to bring the other content creators along with us. If you're a live streamer, let us know. Be a part of something amazing. Don't feel disconnected. Be connected. Be with us. Join us. Don't wait one more minute, because it can show up in an hour. My wife live streamed at Disney showing the gold statues, came home, and my life freaking just about ended.
No, it was the day before that.
No, you got home.
It was the resort day. We felt.
A resort day. Same thing.
No, I'm
They're
just
all
saying,
the same to me right
Because
now.
it was the day before Remy, and I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get the right time frame.
The bottom line is, she came home after live streaming. And if you notice, the days all blend together for me right now. And that's what happens. And you don't know what's going to happen. And you don't know what to do. And then I had to go do Ratatouille. And we had to go live stream. By the way, great video. Go watch it. But if you're a small content creator, we are creating a network for you. It doesn't cost you a penny. Join us. It's free. We're going to help grow your channel. Because your voice is going to make our voice bigger.
And subscribe here too for great Disney content and one of the parks and FP.
My executive producer, ladies and gentlemen.
Just look, we need that so we can get the word out to everybody on every platform we have.
This is no longer about subscribing, liking. Not that they're not important, because they are. As she just said, it's because we need to get our voice out there. But when we got into this, this was for us to grow a network, to have fun, to have a, we live in Disney World. Outside my window right there is the castle. This isn't about this anymore. It's just not about this. Yeah, Brian, it's a fight. We're going to do this. We need every single one of you. There's 500 of you sitting here right now. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to FP Network. Let's go take the battle to them. Like this video. Doesn't cost you anything to like this video. To tell YouTube this is the most important video on earth right now. What none of you know is when we did the Ratatouille ride the other day, we had 6,000 views and went down to 3,700. YouTube's against us. Not us, but small content creators. So let's stand up in one voice against them. Because I need to fight this battle. I'm gonna fight this battle anyway. I'd rather have 500 of you than none. I got warriors sitting in this chat. Feel free to comment. There's 500 of you. Comment. You don't have to. If you've been affected by change, if you've had cancer affect you, if you've had anything happen, drop an emoji. We're going to fight for you. You don't have to be a content creator. You can just watch, subscribe, and watch. That's it. All you have to do is join us. You'll see on this channel that we do a couple of things. We don't ask for money. We ask you to like and subscribe. Help us build this. I'm going to have sponsors pay for everything. Bring you incredible content from every Disney park, from Universal. If you guys love theme parks, we're not normally like this. Tonight's a serious night because I found out someone that I love almost more than anything in this world was going to battle stage 3 cancer. And the only way that I knew how to do this was to come on here and say it's not okay. No more. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I promise you this can affect you too. I didn't think this would affect me the way that it affected us. But it did. Before you run out of here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share it to somebody that you know is hurting. You can't tell me you don't know anybody in your life that can't use a little support, that can't have 2 people and a lot more stand up for them. Look at everybody's story sitting in that chat right now. Don't turn your back on them. Don't turn your back on us. Don't turn your back on the person that you care about or yourself. Next time you go in for a checkup, it could be you. This is not okay. We have to demand better. And the only way to do this is concerted together as one to stand up and say enough. And I can guarantee you, I'm going to. These people in this chat are going to. Will you? Will you? Join us. See where this goes. Because 25 minutes ago, there were 30 people in here. There's 430. People are sharing this out. If we can do this in one night, what can we do in 2? What can we do in a week? How do we go from 400 to 4,000? Because you help. Because you help. Don't be the person who steps over the person who needs help. I'll help you too. When the day comes, just ask. We'll be there for you too. It's an amazing night. Earlier we had DC and Michelle Dew on. DC's battling multiple myeloma. Go look at this guy. He used to be 6'7". Was in his second career as a professional athlete. It can affect every one of us. Tokyo Disney Dad. We met him tonight too. His name is Wally. He's going to be doing our 24-hour stream. What 24-hour stream are you talking about, David? That would be the 24-hour stream on October 22nd, where we go around the world and take this to everybody. We're going to be in Disney parks. We're going to be in California Park. We're going to be in Japanese Park. We're going to be in Paris Park. We're going to be worldwide. Will you be there? Will you help us? This is not okay anymore. It wasn't okay yesterday. It wasn't okay 4 days ago. But you know what I found out when it dropped in my lap? I got pissed.
Yeah, you did.
What you're seeing is anger from somebody who could theoretically lose someone I love. It's not just like, oh, that's a shame. It's heart and soul time. We need your help. All I can tell you is you won't be disappointed. We're good people. Normally, we're a lot more jovial than this. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. It's a Disney joke. Go check us out. Go look at some content. We live stream 5 to 6 days a week. We bring Disney stuff. We bring happiness. We bring joy. And every now and then, something like this happens. What will you do? Don't go running off. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Go over to our other network and subscribe. Show us that it matters. Show us that we're doing something that you want us to do. All you got to do, it's free. And subscribe. Hit like. Share it out. Let's take the fight to them. Let's do something nobody else is willing to do. Don't wait another day. Don't wait. I can't even tell you how hard this was to do tonight. I cannot tell you how much I didn't want to do this tonight. I can't tell you how close I was to signing off before 300 people showed up in my chat. But you're here now. You're here for a reason. Because we can do something about this. We can literally say it's not okay. Stand together. We can fight. We can grow. Bring in as many people as we can. And in one voice, do something about this. That's what we can do. Along the way, we'll take you on Disney rides. We'll eat lots of bad food. We'll joke around. We'll bring you uplifting times. We'll laugh. We'll cry. We'll have a blast. Let me rephrase that. I'll laugh. She'll cry. We'll have fun. We'll bring you the magic. There's a lot of people in here who'll tell you, you're having a crappy day, stop by. Let us know you're having a crappy day. We'll make you laugh. Let everybody know there's a different way of doing this. We actually read our chat. We take the time to get to know you. You'll be connected. You can connect with all these great people. And let me tell you something. There are some really, really great people in my chat right now.
And Kim, what you said, Disney is like therapy. We got that from Wes from Busy Getting Disney. He goes, you're having a bad day. We go to Disney, and no matter how bad it is, you get a little bit of uplift.
You guys have heard me say it myself. I've walked into the park and said, I'm having a crappy day. I need this as much as you do.
Yep.
If anybody thinks that the day we went and rode Ratatouille, I wanted to be there, you are out of your mind.
It's for Bella.
We did it for Bells. I did it for her. She needed to get out of the house. She needed to do this.
I don't want him to not come with us, so.
I hadn't slept in 40 hours. I was exhausted. But I did it for them. Oh, by the way, we rode it 3 times. It was amazing. If you haven't ridden the Rat Ride, I highly suggest it. Crepes are,
Maybe
Wrong.
the sit down's a little better. I don't
maybe
know.
the sit down will be better.
They were raw pancakes.
But we're gonna give you guys food reviews. We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna take you along. We're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna do all the things that we do in Disney. We're gonna bring the Disney magic to you. And in return, all we ask, have fun. Let the problems go at the door. Come join 2 crazy people, 3 when we have our crazy kid with us.
She's 4 years. She's usually with us.
Freaking kid's a star. Come along. Get a stress relief. You had a bad day. Just let it go. Be Elsa. Let it go. Today you're seeing 2 serious people who are having to deal with something we never thought we'd have to deal with. Monday, I'll be back in a t-shirt that's got Disney. I'll be talking like Goofy. We'll be laughing. We'll take you back into the parks. We'll watch fireworks. The best part of our stream is that you tell us where to go. With FPE Network, which you're on FPE, the channel at the moment, but the FPE Network. Jen's going to drop a link in.
Well, I think Jonathan and
Or
Rose have those
Or
links.
someone has. Someone will.
Someone has some quick things.
Go over there. We're going to put a live streamer in every park every day. So that if you need to see a monkey in the Animal Kingdom, go over and see a monkey. You want to watch them ride Kalia Rapids, watch them ride Kalia Rapids. You want to see the safari, they're there for you. You want a good laugh watching someone scream their head off riding Everest, or you give them a park challenge or whatever. We're going to do it. These people are going to be there for you so you can watch. We're going to have cooking shows. We're going to have skits. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, this doesn't wear itself. We are legitimately going to do something no one's ever done. Riding Teacups doesn't even know what's going on yet, and he's going to find out. He doesn't even know he's a part of it yet. But we're going to lay it on thick and bring him into. So all you have to do is join us. Go over to FP Network as well. Go jump on there. Get over there. Hit subscribe. Watch when new content comes out. You want to see a live streamer in Epcot and you want to eat food and you want to ride the new rat ride. We're going to have a streamer there. You want to go on Figment, we'll have YouTube videos of every ride through known to man. We're going to expand to Busch Gardens. We're going to expand to Disneyland. We're going to expand to every park, everywhere. We're going to bring you content like nobody else has. And in the meantime, we're going to go after cancer like you can't imagine. We're going to bring so much awareness. We're going to raise so much money. You have no idea. We are legitimately going to do things no other channel has ever thought to do, willing to do, wants to do, whatever. I don't know, don't care. But if they want to join, they can. We are going to affect change. We have tons of merchandise you guys are going to be able to buy. We're going to be doing things that are all proceeds, by the way, at this point, they go to charity. You saw the ticker across the bottom. That's the new thing. I don't want to make money. I don't care about the money. I care about the person I'm trying to save. I have to keep them alive. I have to fight. So I'm going to do everything that I can. I don't want anybody else to wake up tomorrow and have to go through this, but they're going to. So share this out. Get people in. Get people involved. They don't have to do anything. All they got to do is come watch some people go enjoy Disney. Hit a like button. Share it out. Let people know there's a different way of doing this. And it's okay. You're not alone. We're not alone. They're great, great people. If you guys don't know DC and Michelle Do, check him out. He's battling multiple myeloma. He is literally, they are our anchor at the moment. When I wanted to veer off course, they're going, nope, you're normal, you're good, just keep going. If I seem a little angry tonight, for those of you who don't know me, I'm not normally like this. I'm normally the idiot who's singing It's Not Easy Being Green as Kermit the Frog. I normally am doing Mickey's voice and Goofy's voice. Tonight's a different stream. We announced that we have a family member with stage 3 cancer, and we have to fight. And we're taking the fight to them. And that's what this is all about. We have 2 different channels. One is brand new. It's less than a week old. Already has 113 people on it. If every single person sitting here right now went and hit the subscribe button, we'd be over 300. Didn't cost you a penny. Helped create a great cause, though. We are legitimately looking for the cause and not the end result. Because the end result is someone standing on television saying, we found a cure. Want to be a part of that? I don't know that that's what we're going to do. But I can tell you right now, I'm not going to stop until I find one. I'm not going to stop until the people I know in my life, who I love, who I care about, they don't have to go through this. Multiple myeloma. There's no cure. Why not? We just not thrown enough money at it yet? Have we not said, hey, you know what? We found a vaccine for COVID in 8 months because it can kill everybody. I'm pretty sure it's so can cancer. Pretty sure that it can affect you. And by the way, doesn't care whether you have comorbidity, doesn't care if you're young or old. It doesn't care. Doesn't care about skin color. It doesn't care about anything. Cancer will come and change you. Because with a phone call this week that somebody that I love now battles this. It was a life-changing moment. It was a life-changing event. Because, by the way, you don't beat it. It goes into remission. All that means is you just deal with it from now on. Even though my mother beat cancer, it's like 16 years ago. I pray every day that doesn't come back. We're going to deal with this forever. Because I'm not letting go. I'm not giving up. And I'm going to battle. And I want every single one of you to simply join up. I'm not asking you for a penny. I'm not asking you to do anything. If you want to donate, great. Hit the link. Goes to our PayPal. If you want to wait till our 503c set up, that's fine too. I understand. If you can't financially do it, great. Hit the like button.
Share
Hit
the
share.
stream.
Hit share. That's it. I'm not asking for anybody to do anything other than simply get the word out. That's it. Somebody did it tonight because the stream exploded. I wonder who. You can't see me, but I'm staring at you. I know Mike had something to do with it. I bet you Jonathan did too. And everybody else in here too, by the way. For all of you who shared the stream out tonight, thank you. That was all that this took, was for us to be able to talk to 300 more people. I don't know if we made a dent, and I don't care. If we got one person to get on this team tonight, we affected change. And that means every day I'm looking for one more person, because I will continue this fight day in and day out, day in and day out from now on. It's never seen anything like me. It hasn't.
And I think Lorna said it best that we're going to war. So
Go to war. All I can tell you is, everybody, next week we're back to fun. Every stream there'll be a new link. Every beginning of every stream will be, make sure you share this out. Every time you see me post, you're gonna see share this out. Keep sharing, keep growing this. We have to do better. And then let me tell you, to the people that don't know my background is the last 15 years I have been in marketing. I have owned several very successful businesses. I'm not doing this for the money. I promise you I'm not doing this for the money. But along the way, I met a lot of people that have a lot of influence. And when I start reaching out to them next week and start telling them what I'm doing and what I'm spearheading, they're going to get on board too. And then we're going to start to really push. This isn't going to be something that it's like, oh, well, this is passing in the night. No. This isn't I got the flu. This isn't I got COVID. This isn't, I can't even come up with another comparison. This is a disease that has been around for almost 100 years, and we have not done anything enough. We have not even come close. I'm not saying I'm the be all end all. I'm not telling you that at the end of the day, I'm going to find the cure, because last time I checked, I don't even have a medical degree, but I have a big mouth. And if I can get this many people to listen on a day-to-day basis while taking you guys through Disney World and riding rides and pointing it out, it doesn't have to be a charity day. It's an everyday. Ask somebody you know who lives with cancer. Is it once a day? Is it once a year? Does the charity that comes up every now and then really bring them a lot of hope? You want to ask those questions? Ask Michelle. Ask DC. They live with this every day. Every day. It's great to raise awareness. Awareness isn't enough. We need a cure.
in Tokyo, and Disney Dad said it perfectly.
Exactly. Right now, there is no permanent victory. Remission is a wonderful world, but it also means you think about it every day and when will it come back.
Yeah, that's exactly like.
By the way, for those of you who don't know Wally, we met him tonight. He's battling. This is one of two people I know that are sitting in here right now. I know two more that were in the chat earlier that are survivors. All I can tell you is it's not okay. Every one of you sitting there right now, you're hanging in there. You have a story, drop it in if you're comfortable sharing. If you're not comfortable sharing, throw a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Help us get this video out there. I'm not asking you to do anything. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Get our numbers up so that I can get to more people. I'll do the work. All I need is, I can't hit the subscribe button for myself more than once. If I could, I'd hit it 66,000 times. But I can't do more than what I've already done without people jumping in and saying, you know what, I can hit the like button. I can hit the subscribe button on both your channels. I can get you out to other people. I have a Twitter following. I have an Instagram that's got 1,000 people on it, or 500 people, or 20. Because it may come to one person, and it may make a difference. You may make a difference in their life by sharing this out. You may make a difference in your own, and you don't even know it yet. I got involved with DC and Michelle to start a 24-hour around the world, cancer-a-thon, if you will. I didn't know this was going to happen. I had no idea. I couldn't sit by. I couldn't just sit there and watch what is essentially one of my best friends, who's become like a brother to me, go through this. I get to watch Michelle, and it's destroying her. She won't admit that to you. She's just pissed. She finally said it tonight. I'm so proud of her for saying that. I can't even tell you. I'm so proud of her for saying I get pissed. And for them finally revealing the fact that, you know what? It is every day. It is a battle. Yes, do or do not. There is no try. That is their mantra. They're not trying to do anything. They're amazing people. I got in there and I said, you know what? I'm going to fight. And then it showed up at my doorstep and kicked in my front door. But it's never seen anything like me. I'm not saying other people aren't strong. I'm not saying other people aren't resilient. I'm not saying there aren't other loudmouth, big mouth schmoes. But I'm going to develop the biggest platform I can. I got nothing else to do. I'm legitimately sitting here announcing the fact I'm closing part of my business to dedicate myself to this. Will you help us do it? Will you help me go after this thing? Because I'm pissed. And it's not okay anymore. It wasn't okay before. But until it affects you, seriously, until it affects you, it's the next guy's problem. What happens when you go for your physical next month? 6 months. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son, your best friend, your wife, your husband. Will it be okay then? I jumped into the pond thinking, you know what, I was doing something great. I wasn't doing anything great. I was doing my part. But it's time. You don't want to deal with this. I promise you, you don't want to deal with this. So do something. Stand up and say enough. Help us get this out there. You don't have to watch us every day. You don't have to watch us at all. Hit the subscribe button. Hit like. Share it out there. Tell everybody there's some crazy guy ranting and raving about cancer that he's going to go kick its ass. Because I am. All I can say to you guys is it's been a hell of a week. This has been an unbelievable event. And it sucks. There's no part of this that's been fun, enjoyable. I feel like I had 25 years taken off my life this week. I can't even tell you what this is. And there's Carolina coming in. Do you see what I'm talking about? Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. How many of you are out there right now? This is not okay. We're not going to take this anymore. Why are we 100 years later still doing this? Why hasn't anyone asked this question? It's not, why did this happen to me? Why aren't they doing better? How many hundreds of billions of dollars have been spent? We did a vaccine in 8 months. Carolina, I can tell you I'm sorry. I'm just going to fight like hell for you. I'm going to fight like hell for you. Every other person, whether you don't want to share your story or not, I'm going to fight for you too. I don't care if I ever get to know you. I don't care if I ever get to meet you. I'd like to. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not okay with this. Not okay knowing the fact that Carolina's got this. I'm not okay with DC knowing what DC's going through. I'm not okay with anyone that has gone through this. No one had any idea until we shine a light on this. The darkness wins. So let's get the biggest freaking light we can. Let's shine it on this thing and let's go attack it. Let's go after it. Let's stand up for her. Let's stand with her. Let's create a circle around her. And every other him and her and other out there who cares, it doesn't care about what we think. It doesn't care if you're 80 or 8 months or 8 days, white, black, green, male, female, from the planet Neptune. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. So why do we? We band together. We stand up together. We go after this thing. We need more research, but we need more accountability. We need more treatments. We need more cures. We need more people in this fight. It can't be the people who have it. They cannot do this battle by themselves. They cannot be alone. They cannot do this by themselves. They need us. They need people who are able to sit there and say, you know what? Stress is the enemy to cancer. So let's get the stress off of them. And let's get the people who don't have that cancer to stand up and fight. Because that will be the difference. You cannot have these people doing it alone. Help us. That's it. Help us. That's our story, everybody. We're battling. We have a different way of going at this. Instead of sitting back, I don't know how to do that. I don't have cancer. My wife doesn't have cancer. Bella doesn't have cancer. Someone very close to me does. And it changed my life. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to not change my life on Monday or December or ever. Will it change yours? Will you become a cancer warrior? Will you join us? Will you kick this thing's ass with us? Will you hold hands with us and sit here and say, enough? Show us. Show us. Hit the subscribe button. Reach out to us. We're on Florida Park Explorers at anything you can hit, whether it's FloridaParkExplorers.com, Florida Park Explorers on Instagram, Florida Park Explorers on Facebook, Florida Park Explorers here. Our network is Florida Park Explorers Network. We're pretty easy to find. If you need help, if you need support, we don't have it in place. Reach out to us. We will make sure it finds you. We'll make sure that people find you. We will make sure you're not alone, that you don't feel alone, that you're not battling alone. It's not okay. People need support. They need friends. They need help. And damn it, if you're sitting here right now and you have an affliction, you're not alone. Don't be. Don't be. what's coming next is going to be epic. The people who are fighting this battle to stay alive cannot fight the other battle. But I can. She can. You can. Fight it with us. Fight it with us. Fight it with us. Join us. Like, subscribe, email us, DM us. I don't care. Turns out one of my sponsors makes t-shirts. It's called Theme Park Lifestyles. If you don't think that there's going to be a 100% above cost shirt available extraordinarily soon at an extraordinarily cheap price to say that you're a cancer fighter, a cancer warrior, or whatever I can come up with, because by the way, I'm a graphic designer who owns a marketing company, chances are I'm going to come up with something. Chances are I'm going to reach out to every person in the friggin' world I can reach. I need your help. And that's what we're going to do. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to know how I can help you. If you're watching this chat, if you're sitting there right now and you're watching this, read what Caroline is putting in there. Read what Mike's put in there. Read what people are putting in there. Read it. Do you have a story? Do you have a friend? Look at what Manny just put in. This is what Jeffrey just put in. Look at how it is affecting everybody. Look at what this is doing. It ruins families. It's unbelievable that this is where we are today. It is incredible to me. Look at how many people are sitting here commenting in this chat. Look at Lorna. Have I missed anybody? Because the last 10 people who have posted are the people who have been posting. And every one of them has a story. So do you. So do I. This isn't my first go round. This is my second. The woman next to me is not even willing to tell you what happened to her. She's been affected.
Several times.
All I can say is it's not okay. I really wish that I was making a huge dent. I know everybody's sitting here listening. I know that people are sitting here going, what's the crazy man talking about? But I can tell you this. The reason I'm looking down right now is I was curious how many likes we were at. I was curious how many subscribers we had gained. 61 people have liked this. There were 550 people in here. I haven't made a dent. I haven't made a dent. If every single person that's sitting here right now hits the like button, we go to 150. If you can't hit the like button and you can't hit the subscribe button, what are you here for?
Thanks for sharing, Lola.
Thank you, Lola. And we're seriously, seriously sorry for your loss. Can't hit the like button, can't hit subscribe. I've been sitting here talking for over half an hour. Come on. You don't like trying to save people? I don't know what to do with it. I don't know about you, but I just poured my heart out to you. I'm not an emotional person. All I should do is hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. This isn't a ploy. It's not a gimmick. It's It's not what this is. I don't really know what else to say. If I can't get people to hit a like button, it's not like I sat there and said it was $1 a like. You can't imagine the person next to you or someone that you care about, and it's not affected you. Why are you here? Train wreck already happened. You missed it. My train wreck's ongoing. Cancer hit us. The difference is I'm gonna hit back. I don't get it. I've asked you guys to engage. I can't get you to engage. I don't know what to do with that. Mike just actually literally took the words out of my mouth. Make sure when you leave this chat and you run off and don't hit the like, don't hit the subscribe button, that you hug the person next to you and tell them that you love them. Half of these people or more have been affected. I bet you half of you have been affected. No, this isn't a cancer site. This isn't anything. This is the beginning of our story. This is the beginning. I don't know how to make you understand. I don't know how to get you to want to be involved. I don't know how. Today's day one for us. Started at the beginning of last week, this past week. I don't know. I understand, Mike, and it could be that people aren't, but there were 500 people in here. If you don't know how to hit the like button, drop a comment in here. If you can't drop a comment in here, send us an email. Can't send us an email? I'll tell you. And I'm not pissed. I'm not mad at you. I'm pissed at cancer. I just want more people. Ask us how you can help. I'll tell you. I'll send out mass email chains if I need to, and you guys can pass it along. Could just simply be pick up the phone, call somebody, tell them you love them. Tell them to hit the like button. Tell them to go watch some crazy guy talk about how he's going to go after cancer. By the way, we ride Disney rides all the time. Like Lorna said, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Don't care. Tell somebody. Tell everybody. Get creative. We've got to go after this thing. And yeah, Mike, I'm a little laser beam focused. There's no doubt. It has nothing to do with likes. It has nothing to do with subscribing. I don't care about that. I just want more people. I hope I get off and my inbox is full. In case you didn't see it, find us at floridaparkexplorers.com. Go to floridaparkexplorers.com. There's a contact us form. You can fill it out. On Instagram, Florida Park Explorers. On Facebook, Florida Park Explorers. We're not hard to find. Join us in some way, shape, form, or another if you want to help. If you don't know how to do these things, ask us. I'm a marketing company. I'll walk you through it. I'll spend every day the rest of my life explaining to someone how to do it. Ask a bunch of the people in here. I've walked them through hundreds of things. I will do anything to make this work. The frustration that you're seeing right now isn't you. I promise. I'm pissed off. I'm so pissed at the fact that I have to go through this with my family. I'm so pissed off at the fact this is going on in my life. Not because of what I'm having to deal with, but because I'm just pissed. Just pissed. I'm sorry if it comes off the wrong way. My anger is going to turn into fuel for determination, and I'm going to war with this. There he is.
There he is.
DC and Michelle Do. Their last name, by the way, is not Do. Just figured I'd share that. They live by the expression, do or do not, there is no try. Do join us. Do go subscribe to them. If you don't know how to do these things, here come the trolls. Heads up, mods, we got trolls. Just in case you're watching, troll, I hired a private investigator that's coming after you. Good luck. So, Kim, that was funny, by the way. This is the new world, everybody. We're going to ride Mine Train, and we're going to raise money. We're going to ride Winnie the Pooh, go to Congress. We're going to ride Space Mountain and take it to our leaders. We're going to ride Everest and demand more. Can you imagine the look on all these people's faces when I get 500 people to go march at Congress wearing stormtrooper helmets saying we demand more? Can you imagine when I get all the Disney crazy people to follow us? Can you imagine what happens when I get other channels that have 100,000 people on board? I have friends that have huge channels. I haven't even reached out to them yet, but I'm about to. The helmet is huge. I have a big head. Goes with the big mouth.
But it's not very comfortable.
It is very uncomfortable. And for those of you who have never seen me in it, you're about to, because I'm probably going to end the stream with a battle cry from Star Wars. But Amanda, you're not wrong. The helmets are gigantic. They're like 52 people. Kim, thank you for being here. We really, really appreciate you being here. Every one of you. I appreciate you spending the night with us. Lola, I don't know them personally. I've met them a bunch of times. We are actually with, I don't know how they're doing what they're doing, but we're involved in a project that they're doing. They don't even know that we exist. That's okay. They're great people who do a lot in this world for others. And it's not about every single one of them getting involved. But we're going to reach out to everybody. They're already doing something. They're being proactive. And there's a lot of times where channels get divisive. We don't. I don't care. It's a numbers game. That's all this is. If I can't get one channel with 100,000 people, I'll get 10 channels that have 10,000 people, or 50 channels that have 2,000 people. This is a numbers game. That's why every single one of you that's in this chat tonight plays a part. Because one of you can know the person who opens the door, who gets us to the next level, who gets us more people, who gets us more subscribers, who gets us more likes, who gets us a bigger voice. They may be a donor. They may be somebody who owns a business who wants to sponsor. They could be anything. They could be another content creator who lost their mom and to cancer and says, I want to be a part of this. That's what we're trying to do. This is that old game where we tell one person and they tell a person and they tell two people and those two people tell four people and so on and so forth. And before you know it, we've reached 100,000 people. This isn't okay. I got to be honest with you. I have a ridiculous sense of humor. So to be this serious for this long, it almost hurts. Every part of me right now is kind of laughing inside, going, can you imagine the look on Congress's face if 1,000 people showed up with stormtrooper helmets on and marched on Congress? Like, they wouldn't even know what to do. I'd laugh the whole time. And then I'd have one of my best friends dressed up like Darth Vader leading the revolt. Be hilarious. Sometimes it takes something ridiculous to get people to watch. Whoever thought that some stupid, crazy Disney guy who's riding rides, bringing magic to people, would be the person that would stand up and go, I have had enough. Not for me, for everyone. This is ridiculous. I don't know what comes next because I'm only 4 days into this. Tonight's the first night I've publicly said anything out loud. I'm still processing this. I just know what I'm going to do. I don't know how. I'm kind of like Robin Williams and George Carlin in the sense that my opinion is laughter is the key. I'm getting this out tonight so that on Monday when I go back to work, which I work in the parks, just because I have a blast and I can live by the expression that I don't work a day in my life because it's not like work doesn't mean it's not work. When I go back to work in the park on Monday and my head's back on straight and I'm determined and I take this fuel and this determination from tonight that you guys have given me by giving me a voice and by letting me get this out. You talk about therapy of the parks. This is like therapy for me. I got to talk for 2.5 hours and get this out. When we go back to work on Monday, if you don't think that I'm going to have skits that are prepared, that are absolutely ridiculous for FPE Network, it's coming. I know how to poke fun at things. I know how to make fun of stuff. Not really great at being serious, as you probably can tell, because I'm an angry, serious person. But I love the person it touched. All my heart. I don't let things like that happen. For those of you who don't know, they jokingly call me the bear shark. It's two of the most fearsome animals that you can come up with because one protects their young and their family, and the other one is just a natural predator that goes after everything. And it's kind of been a joke. The bear shark is loose. And it knows what its target is. And it knows what to do. You need a little better plan. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to do something different. I don't know how comical it'll be, but it'll be funny to watch. We're going to continue to bring the magic day in and day out. We're going to continue to help everybody. I can tell you that for those of you who came in late, I'm faith-based. It's funny because my pastor said in the last service we had, what's your ministry? I found mine. You're not seeing somebody who doesn't know how to accomplish a goal. You're seeing one of the most determined people on earth right now. So join us. Jonathan just dropped in our email address. If you can't figure out how to hit the like button, you can't figure out how to subscribe, that's fine. Email me. Say I want in. I want to help. I want to be a part of this. I will literally send you directions on how to like and subscribe and do a video so you can help grow our voice. I will legitimately walk you through it on an Instagram call. I will help you help us. If your heart's in it, so is mine. Because mine's broken. A friggin' 1,000 pieces. And I will spend every day putting it back together. Only way I know how, which is to fight. It's the best of what I got, folks. Next week, we will be back at it. We'll be growing a network. If you're a small content creator, get in touch with us. Do you want to be a small content creator? Do you want to open up a YouTube channel? Do you want to do unboxings? Are you a travel agent? Are you a realtor in the Orlando area? Or in any area and you want to reach people? You own a business and you just want to help. You just want to sponsor. You just want to do something. Maybe you lost your mom, your dad, somebody. It means the world to you. And you understand what we're going through. You just want to help. You don't want to donate tonight? I don't care. You're waiting for the 503C so that it goes somewhere? Great. Anybody who has tonight, because I haven't even looked. I know Manny did. Manny, thank you. Matter of fact, you opened the show up that way. Anything that you can do. We're here. We're going to help. Just tell us how. You need something. Let us know. Our 30th anniversary is on 9/24. Carolina, my birthday is 2 days after that. My birthday is on September 26th. There's a cancer person telling you the little things in life matter. Go hug the person you love the most. Can knock on your door tomorrow. Knocked on mine. Knocked me the frick right over. It's devastating. It's devastating. That's what it's about, guys. It's about getting to work, getting the word out, doing what we got to do to make this thing go away. And it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of what? It's going to take a lot of work. Let's put the work in. Let's get to work. Let's have some fun doing it. There's nothing in this world that says we can't have fun doing this, though. There's nothing in this world that says we can't make fun of these people. Because if you don't think that I'm not going to make fun of these people, you're out of your mind. Like, what have you been doing? What have they been doing? Where'd all the money go?
Oh, that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I realized that people
probably
may have
should
thought
say-
about cancer people. That's not what I'm talking
No,
about.
I was like, what are you talking
No, I'm
about?
talking
dude?
about researchers.
No, don't even get me started on that.
I'm talking about all these foundations, all this money. Where did it go? What did you guys do? I got an idea. Let's stop spending money elsewhere. Let's stop building bridges into water. Let's stop trying to figure out why there's ice on Pluto, which isn't a planet anymore because we spent $5 billion debating that. Let's spend it on something that actually matters. Let's do better. The only political argument that I'm going to say tonight, because I don't get political, not here anyway. The people who live here, and by the way, I love you UK people, so don't take this the wrong way. but for the people who live in this country, the last time I checked, they're accountable to us. It's our money. It's our money. We the people. It says at the top of the document, pretty sure because I read it. We the people. It's our money. We need to do better. We need to hold them accountable. They need to explain to us why we're not trying to save our citizens, why we're not trying to save our people, why we're not trying to go after every single one of them. Nobody like that. 8 people just jumped out. That's okay though. It's my argument. This is my fight. You want to join me? Join me. You don't like what I have to say? Sorry, I'm still going to fight for you. I'm still going to fight for the people that you care about. My heart's in it for somebody else. I'll help you. Don't get me wrong. I'll fight like hell for you. But somebody's going to have to explain this to me in small words. You have to explain it to me in very small words. You ever felt this called to do anything in your whole life? You ever been this determined to do something? If not, why not? Because it didn't come across your doorstep. This time last week, I wouldn't even understood that. Would not even understand what I'm talking about. And I don't know that I expect you to either. But I can promise you right now, don't let it come across your doorstep. Be proactive now. Be proactive now when it matters. Be proactive. If you have ideas for things that we can do, maybe you're an idea person, send us an idea. You have somebody that you can get us in touch with that's a congressman, a senator, head of a drug board, let us know. Your uncle may be vice president of a major corporation and they have influence. Your best friends, brothers, dogs, whatever, maybe a senator. Get us in touch. Help us reach the people who can get to us. My wife's laughing because I took a dramatic pause.
I didn't know what you were. I'm sorry.
With friends like this, who needs enemies?
I can't.
She's freaking killing me right now.
You heard when I started laughing. I was
I
like,
know.
what? I could be crying. So.
That's next.
Yeah, I know. I've done that already.
I don't know who you know. I don't know who you can reach. I don't know who follows you on Twitter. You might be the most important person in the world. I don't know. Thanks for being here. I'd like to thank every single person for spending the time with us, for doing this, for hanging out with us. We have great people who are channel members. Maybe you want to become a channel member. That helps us financially, helps us pay for things. Maybe you want to be a moderator on a new channel and you're a mod and you're ninja watching. Reach out to us. I never know who's watching. I never know who's where. You do. You know who you know. You know what you can do. It's a whole new world for us. Never in a million years did I think I was going to be having this speech tonight. Tonight was supposed to literally be all about FP Network, about merch, about logos. The only thing I can tell you is, here's our new logo. That's it. That's funny, Mike. I forgot you could hear that in the background. For those of you who are wondering what the water noise in the background is, my fish tank. We have a waterfall effect in it so that it aerates it properly. Anybody know that glowfish can live 4 years? Because I didn't when I bought them. And they've moved 7 times.
I was like, it's 7 or 8 moves.
Apparently, we're really good at taking care of fish.
Well, a lot of ones.
We can't all live. So on Monday, where are we going to be?
We will let you know. We don't like to announce things. It has a lot depending on if certain statues appear in parks as well. So
Good point. So this week, the fish tank is very loud. That's funny. What's funny is you guys can't ever hear me, but you can hear the fish tank.
what's
So-
funny was worse when we were in our condo because I could hear it. And
Oh God, it drove me nuts. So anyway, Monday we will be back in the parks. We will be somewhere. Depends on which parks get gold statues. So
if any,
if any.
I have an idea where we're going to be Wednesday. So
We got to get there first.
something opens up. So
I'll take your word for it. Can't miss the fish tank. That's great. Anybody have any questions before we go? Figure I'll open up a little
can I use that hashtag?
little Q&A. I don't know. Probably.
And won't be taken down, I don't think, right? I don't think so. Let's give it a try. All right.
Well, I just wanted to see if anybody had any questions. I haven't really been reading the chat. I kind of been glancing over back and forth.
I've been looking at it.
I know Jen has.
I have great mods in there, so.
We do. For those of you who are new in, thank you for joining us. I'm not going anywhere yet. If you have a story and you want us to know about it and you don't want to drop it in chat, email us. Matter of fact, on cue, Jonathan just dropped in the email. If you're on Instagram and you'd like to share something, DM us. Tag us. Do any one of 100 things. If you're on Facebook, reach out to us on Facebook. Tonight has been all about cancer. We started off with 20 years of 9/11. Paid homage to those folks. It's kind of an amazing day. It's been 20 years. It's unbelievable. If you were with us yesterday, you would have spent 10 years on our 10-year anniversary with my wife. Because 10 years ago, yesterday, this crazy woman said yes. Or I do.
I do.
And yesterday I tricked her into saying I do again. I'm a licensed officiant. So basically, everybody, it can't all be serious. I don't have that in me to do that. My anger is mine. I like bringing happiness to everybody else. I like taking your crappy days and shining a little light into it. And I'm not saying that you all have crappy days, so please don't take that the wrong way. It's just saying that if we're having a crappy day, because I have them, you have them, we all do. If you can shine a little light on it, throw a little Disney magic at it, little pixie dust, uplifting, come in with these people. All you have to do is come in, get to know these people, enjoy, get to know them. They'll support you. I guarantee it. Look at the way these people are all interacting right now. They'll interact with you the same way. They're very, very, very accepting people. We all have our issues. Come in, hang out, have fun, live, laugh, love. That's all I got for you. We're going to take you on some rides. We'll show you some cool food. We'll show you new statues. We'll bring to you news. We'll talk about movies. We'll talk about TV. We're going to have podcasting. Anything that you could possibly want. That's to do with Disney or theme parks. We're going to bring it to you. We're going to do the things to make you happy,
Brian, yeah, I knew you guys were here, so.
to make you laugh. We're going to do the things that just make you feel connected to the world. Lorna, it's as long as you're including yourself in that team, I agree with you. If you're counting all the people who come in day and day out, I agree with you because this team isn't about us, it's about all of you. Every day, you guys come and hang out, and I always say the same thing. You can choose to be anywhere, but you choose to be with us. It's an amazing thing. So many people come and hang out with us. So many people spend their nights with us, spend their days with us, go around the parks with us. Come back when we're not doing serious stuff. Come back and enjoy it. Come back and enjoy the magic. Come back and watch the fireworks. We love shooting fireworks. I shoot in 1080p, by the way. Sorry, can't help myself. Come meet the other kid. She's hysterical. We love that fun. We love taking you guys around the parks. I can't wait for next week. I'm a little bit revitalized, a lot rested. I'm ready to go. I can't wait to see what we're going to do. I can't wait to see all the new friends that we're going to make, all of the new people that are going to join us and join the cause, join the fight. There have been amazing people that have hopped on along this ride. Heads up, mods.
Here we go.
Thank you guys. Here they go.
They're kind of out in full force tonight from what I was just told.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I like trolls. This is a part of it. They think they get under our skin. They don't. It's part of the world. Yeah, it happens, Lola. The funny part is they think it's, I don't know, funny, or they're gonna have me go, ooh, look. Mom called. She says she wants her keyboard back. Keyboard warriors. You know who's gonna be upset? Jess is gonna be upset that she wasn't here.
I was just thinking the same thing.
There's Mike eating trolls.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was just
Jess is gonna be
chatting with her a
like-
couple minutes ago.
Yeah, Jess is gonna be like, you mean I missed troll bashing? Let me tell you something. This is why I thank the mods. Mods are awesome. They jump all over it. Nobody panics. We don't even talk to these clowns. I make fun of them. I have a song for them. It's Rubber Ducky. Because we all know that at some point, mom changes their diaper and puts a duck on her head. I don't care. The funny thing is they don't even have the chutzpah, if you will, to come in. Come in. I dare you. We'd love to talk to you. Instead, they drop in stupid things, and we all get to laugh at them. And the best part is, every time they do it, I get one IP address closer to getting them. Thank you, by the way. Notice the smile? That's because there's somebody else who's ninja watching right now who just pulled your IP address. Thank you. If everybody left the chat right now, there'd be one extra person just sitting here. By the way, they're with cyber crimes. But we don't want the trolls to know that. Anyway, that actually just made my night. Speaking of people that make my night, there's Crew.
So I'm laughing.
Crew, just out of curiosity, landed okay? Oh, Lorna, you'll get your chance. Don't worry. We'll let you play Whack-A-Troll too. I'm sure they'll come back. They're not that bright. But basically
Brian-
everybody.
Brian has tools too.
Yep.
It's-
Oh, Brian's got tools too. I forgot
yeah,
about
Brian's
that.
yeah.
Brian, have at it. I'd love to know who it is, because so do the cops, because we already have the injunction. We're just waiting on knowing who to serve.
She's safe.
Fantastic. Thank you, crew. And everybody, let me just say this to you. There are a bunch of channels in here right now. There's a bunch of great people. Support them. Go find out about them. Go find out about these people. They're great people. They legitimately come in night after night. They hang out with us. They're great people. They have a lot to share. They have a lot to give. Most of these people are going to be a part of the networks. You saw Brian and Ed come in. If you haven't been to Brian's page, go over to Brian. Brian's a part of FPE Network. He just doesn't know all the details yet, even though he was one of the first people I told. DC and Michelle do. They're a part of the network. Crew hates when I do this, but Heather Ever After. She's the better looking version of the crew couple. She doesn't have to wear a helmet in public. Mike Wheeler. Mike Wheeler's got a page. Let's support these people.
Lorna has a page.
Lorna has a page, and by the way, she went to Malfoy Manor last week. I think it was last week. My days are blending together. If you don't know who Malfoy Manor is, shame on you. Get over and watch.
It's not.
I'm reading.
Oh, we're good.
Mike B. He's somebody who's an unspoken hero. He's been supporting the channel for a while. Everybody reached out to me about Mike B, and I told them you would be stupid not to make him a mod. Mike B now mods, and Mike B's never here anymore. We lost Mike B. Bad David.
No, he does other things.
Shame on you, Mike B.
I follow him on Instagram. He has a life outside.
There's no life outside of FPE. And whether Mike B knows it or not, Mike B will be a mod on FPE because I feel left out. You're going to be on the network. No, Mike, I'm totally busting chops, dude. Totally. But Lorna does great things. You should see her garden and what her mom does. It's awesome. Everybody who's got channels, you're all going to see them on Florida Park Explorers Network. Lorna's like, but I don't even have a park. I don't care. You have a garden.
Oh,
And it
Lorna,
may
I
be-
have a message from
It may be gardening with Lorna on her playlist. I don't care. We're going to help people grow their channels. We're going to expand people's horizons. By the way, it says parks. It does not say what kind of parks. Anybody that we think we can affect in a positive way, we will start to do those things. And Jeffrey, I just saw that. Yes, I love the shirt too. Theme Park Lifestyles produced this shirt. If you become an elite member, you get one for free. If not, you have to buy one. And they're super affordable. So, we
Bag of birds. You're just talking about iceberg. Just
yeah, Mike B just bought one. He got the cotton one. And by the way, if you've never seen it made, even Theme Park Lifestyle impressed me with how he did it. It was 4 layers. Like, it was ridiculous what he did to make that work. So, and then you have people who are on the different things like IG and Facebook. I have not figured out how to encompass everybody yet. I'm working on it. Okay. I promise you, this is a work in progress. The first thing I had to do, it's like when they tell you about putting your mask on first before you put your mask on somebody else on an airplane when it's
gotta
coming
walk
down.
before you can crawl.
I
I'm
gotta-
sorry, reverse that.
Yeah, you gotta fly before you can crawl. So what we have to do is we have to build the channel, and then I can pick everybody else up with us. And I haven't figured it all out yet. The fun part about it is, if y'all haven't noticed, I have a couple of people that follow me on Instagram. I have 3 channels or 3 pages. The smallest page I have has 2,800 people on it. That's Florida Park Explorers Network. Jen's page is almost 6,000. I have 10,700. I don't have a problem telling everybody that how to get to you and how to promote and how to do these things. I love doing it. I was a small business mentor and coach for 12 years. I still am. I love bringing people along. I love helping people. I just need your help doing the other parts. I need help growing certain things because there's certain things I just can't do. I can't make YouTube put me out there. Whoever shared it tonight, and the group of you who did all the sharing, thank you, because you let more people come in. Instead of us having 25 or 30 or 50 people, we have 80 just sitting here hanging out. Everybody who wants to be a part of this, it's easy. Reach out. There's a million ways to reach us. Get involved. Be proactive. This is the best thing I can tell you to do. It'll make you feel better too. If you're having a crappy day, jumping in and playing Whack-A-Troll, it's fun. We all have a good laugh about it. I'm going to pick on them. You can guarantee that. There's nothing like knowing that when you post something on Instagram, people go and look. You're sharing yourself. Share it with others. Share it with people that will genuinely care. Jen just sat there and said, about what Mike B's doing. I'll never share your stuff without knowing it's okay. But I see pictures of Mike B all the time. He's out doing stuff. He was doing karaoke. I know where you were. Mike B chases people all over the internet all day playing Whack-A-Troll. He and Just love doing it. It's nice to have people that care where you are. When you walk in, it's like Cheers and everyone yells Norm. I don't mind if anyone barely even on Discord channel. Lola, it's a process, and we're going to be bringing mods along on the new network. I know that I think there's 3 or 4 of you that are in here right now that have reached out to me about modding on the new channel. And I've reached out to most of you and said, look, it'll be next week, just because of what was going on. And with growing the network, I'm going to be hiring an executive producer for that channel. And because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to stop live streaming. We're going to do things that are a little bit different, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to go about it. Lola, you wouldn't be the first person. We did it. It's pretty much how we went up in Florida. I decided that we were going to do this, and we lived on 2 different coasts. They kept both getting hit by hurricanes, so I moved to Disney World so that I could just go see the mouse every day. And now every day I go and see the mouse. In some way, shape, form, or another, I go see the mouse.
Oh.
So, hold on a second. Carolina, were you bored?
What happened?
She said, we watched or saw all of your IG posts from today. Great job. I hope not. I have like 600 posts on one channel or one page. That's a lot. It took me a long time.
From today.
Maybe it was today. If it was just today, then yeah, today was a 9/11 day.
Ow. Sorry.
Jeez.
I just had electronic devices and such.
That was shocking.
What shocking.
3.5 hours last night at a troll patrol. Yep. I found some answers. I can't
Yes.
wait for that. I can easily learn to deal with hurricanes. Hurricanes are actually not as bad as you think. It's not like, I always joke around with everybody and say, tornadoes come out of nowhere. Earthquakes come out of nowhere. All these things come out of nowhere. Hurricanes have plenty of time. Most of the time, you can get out of the way, and it's it causes property damage to pain. But I've lived at the coast and in the south 27 years. I'm used to it. It's kind of like you go to sleep as long as you know that it's not going to hit you as a Cat 5, and you're good to go. Mike will tell you the same thing. He's been here 36 years. Yeah, we do. That's what we do. We do hurricane parties. Everybody thinks we're nuts. You lose power. That's what grills are for. Throw on a grill, throw on some hamburgers. You're still eating. You need water, boil it. It's okay. We do live in the sunshine state, so that's what solar power's for. Generators. Sucks. Don't get me wrong. It's not a lot of fun, but could be worse. But all in all, everybody, this is a good way of doing things. It's a good way to come, be with people. Even if you live alone, you want to sit down and have some people joking around with you while you're eating dinner. You've watched a bunch of people sit here and say, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Or like Manny's when you're going, he's got to go out of town tomorrow and pack. This guy travels more than anybody. Thank you, Manny, for everything. And you know, you and I'll be talking over the next couple of days. Now you know what's going on. I've just been over my head. But you'll watch everybody sit there and say, "Is Jeffrey out of here too?" Jeffrey, thank you. Jeffrey has jumped into the channel lately. Jeffrey's been a fantastic supporter. We're happy to have him. But that's the thing is, we do roll calls. We talk to people on the way in and the way out. We get to know you. You can sit there and have dinner and hang out. Have somebody ask you what you're eating for dinner. It's just weird. It's a weird, different way of doing things. If you've never seen the show Cheers, I'm sorry. Go find out who Norm is. Every time he walks in, it feels like he owns the place. So, to all you excellent people who have modded tonight, thank you for doing what you do. To the 70 people who literally just been hanging out for the last half an hour, come back with us Monday. Come enjoy this stuff. We do it all the time. We do a lot of night streams. Most of the time we're in the parks mid-afternoon, early evening. Most nights you can catch fireworks, whether it's Happily Ever After, Epcot Forever, Wonderful World of Animation. If it's not your tea, a cup of tea, let us know what is. You like rides? Let us know. Food? Probably noticed I'm a big dude. I eat some food. I like food. Food likes me. These are the things that we do night after night. Come take the battle to cancer with us. Come join the team. Facebook, Instagram, website, YouTube. If you're on here, you can do something. You can get to us in some capacity. You can help our numbers. You can help get us to people. You can do something. And we need your help. Maybe you got a nice big fat checkbook and you want to donate to the cause. I'm not going to tell you no. We're going to need financial help too at some point. Stay in touch with us. The last part is a half joke. It's not that we're not going to need money, but that's not the primary thing. I want to affect change. Money does that, but what affects change more is people. God bless you.
Thank you.
I left when you guys went on Ratatouille and missed the ride and messaging people. Go back and watch it, Lois. There's we also have a 4K ride through coming out. We actually went on the ride 3 times. So it's on there a lot. We also met a lot of really cool people there. Like, there were a ton of cool people. That was one of my favorite streams. I had a great time doing that stream.
He doesn't remember it, but he had a great time.
But I remember meeting Michael K. Okay, and I remember seeing Marky and Eva. And I remember going on the rat ride the first time, and I remember it pouring. After that, I don't really remember eating the crepes. I remember they weren't that good.
We talked to Tanya, the crazy Disney lady.
Oh, geez, I forgot about that. Sorry.
And we talked to Mouse Talk.
And LBVTV, because I remember talking to Chris, because
You
Chris
saw
is
Chris?
always wonderful to me, and I really appreciate him. But there was a lot of great things, and then we hung out with Marky Mouse and Eva, and I almost passed out at the table twice.
And then we walked through the most torrential downpour.
That I remember because that woke me up because I was standing in 4 inches of water. So
It was worse than our microburst. By the way, go back and watch that.
I think a few of us would be French for fun. I do remember saying "Je m'appelle David et vous," and then explaining the fact that I didn't know much more than that. I do remember that too. So what's the song? It's all coming back to me now. But yeah, with everything though, everybody, come hang out with us. Come have fun. Come experience the parks. Come be with people who want you around, who want to have fun with you, want to joke around with you, where it's okay to be yourself and it's okay to just have fun. You don't have to worry about trolls. I got Whack-A Trolls covered. You don't have to worry about Disney family content. You got kids, bring them along. Everybody sit down. Let's go on some rides together. Let's have some fun. Starting in about 10 days, you're going to be able to pick your park. You're going to be able to go in whatever parks you want to go into. We're going to have a streamer in every park. Yeah, be careful with anything you learn from Moulin Rouge, by the way, Mike. When we got back to it was funny because the water was actually up to the top part of our rim on our car when we got back to it. It was ridiculous. But yeah, you don't have to worry about cursing and f bombs. Tonight's a little different. I'm sorry I dropped a couple things here and there, but I was pissy, and it happens. When we're normally streaming and we're in the parks, everything's Disney. It's above board, PG-13 or less. Most of the time, it's PG.
Because our kids with us.
Plus, my kids with me. And even when I'm by myself, it doesn't matter. We keep everything Disney. If you ever want to see anything in Disney, don't be afraid to ask. That's what we're here for. Florida Park Explorers does what you want to do. You guys want to go see the wonderful world of Disney and go see One Man's Dream, and you want to see this or that, or go on Slinky Dog, Mickey and Minnie's we ride all the time, Lightning McQueen, whatever else. We'll go do it. We'll have a lot of fun. Yeah, Lola, it's crazy. And Caroline, I didn't know that, but that would also explain why he's a hockey fan. And that's the whole thing. Jedi, maybe I'll make a whole video of it. I'll go to like Howl-O-Scream and start punching clowns.
There's actually a really
Thank
funny
you, Amanda.
story. There was this when we lived in Hilton Head. There was this bakery, and they would have this clown come deliver baked goods, and they did these videos. And there were clowns are not.
It's not okay to have
It's
a
not
clown
okay.
show up at my house without me knowing about it.
And it was like a scary clown too, because they did it during Halloween. And the videos I saw, I mean, some guy almost hit this poor man that was dressed as a clown.
That's why I can't go into haunted houses. That's why I won't go to like Howl-O-Scream or any one of them. Somebody jumps out at me, and my initial reaction is throw a punch. So no, that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, and that's the point, Mike. Is there's no reason to ever go above PG-13. This
$5 a clown.
ooh. Ooh.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to offend anybody. So.
$5 a clown, you say? That may.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
I'm wondering if I can get a pass into like Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Just start nailing clowns. Jedi will be sitting there going, crap. I feel like I had David like $300. I could definitely pay for the ticket.
Just go to a circus.
I go to a circus, I'm going to jail. No, I'm just kidding. Bella's favorite thing in the world. We went to a circus a couple of years ago. It's all she talked about for like a year. Ladies and gentlemen, Theme Park Lifestyle, producer of all of our merch. If you need anything made, he's a sponsor of the channel. He's a sponsor of both channels. Go see Theme Park Lifestyle. If you're coming down on vacation and you need shirts made for your family so that all of them match, talk to Theme Park Lifestyle. Wait till you see the video I put out tomorrow on Instagram of him making shirts and the new FPE shirt that is also, FPE Network shirt that is also glittery.
Shiny.
It is shiny. He comes up with amazing things I don't even think of. And I like that because I usually think of everything. So, Theme Park Lifestyle, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Tonight wasn't supposed to be about Florida Park Explorers or anything else. Kind of turned that way just because I was trying to go lighthearted at the end. All seriousness, everybody, I really appreciate the therapy tonight for allowing me the time to open up to you. You guys are the ones that hang out with us every night. I appreciate every single person for allowing me to have some privacy for a couple of days while I dealt with this. I'm not done dealing with it. I don't know that I ever will be. What did I do?
She's off headphones.
Yeah. And I appreciate everybody letting me deal with it. I appreciate everybody giving me the time to deal. There's more to come. There's going to be more work to do. in the moment, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for hanging out. Come back and join us. Just to kind of put it in perspective, I wasn't going to do this tonight, but I'm going to do it right now. These are the folks that are part of our YouTube membership program. They're the people who support the channel. Brenda's missing. She'll be up on Monday. We want to thank every single one of you for doing what you do. We want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. We want to thank you guys for literally everything. There are 27 different people who support this channel as a channel member. You can join up. We're giving away merchandise on every level starting Monday. So that means it's retroactive to everybody else who is in there. So we're going to be making up for that and getting everybody in there. Also keep Monica Layer, who is one of our explorers, in your prayers. She's recovering. But for every one of you, you could have your name up there. You can put any kind of logo, provided it's family friendly, put it up. We'd like to thank all of the members for your support. Without you guys, a lot of this stuff doesn't get paid for, like StreamYard, which is what we use tonight to broadcast. It also pays for contests. This week, we're a little delayed. I admit it. That's my fault. This is coming out this week. We're going to be announcing this by the middle of the week. We will have our 50th gear out to do our next giveaway. So we're going to be doing all those things, but we'd like to thank all of the viewers. We'd like to thank everybody for being here. We also always roll these at the end of the night and make sure that we say thank you to every single mod. It is not a thankless job. You guys do an amazing, amazing job keeping us safe, keeping the trolls out, keeping the crazy people in here who are your MCs night after night. So we want to thank all of our mods. We want to thank all of our channel mods, from Pete and DC and Michelle and Journey Awaits, Eva Loves Disney, One Little Spark. We thank you guys, to our viewers and to our members, as well as all of our sponsors and the new sponsors that are coming in. The support has been tremendous. Studio Tatooine is being added as we speak. So Studio Tatooine is not in there as a mod, but he will be when Monday's credits come out. I do everything on the weekends when I make my updates. We do it once a week now because, quite frankly, it gets a little overwhelming. So we'll be updating every week. So if you come in, it takes a couple of days to get you up there, but we'll have you up there. But all of those folks are the people who make these things possible. We have new commercials coming out next week. We'll have some in-stream commercials happening. It's pretty neat. We're going to be promoting channels. We're going to be promoting sponsors. We're going to be promoting everything. We truly, truly appreciate every one of you for spending 3 hours and 15 minutes with us tonight. For letting me literally rant and rave and try to get you guys on our side to join up to kick cancer's butt. If you're battling it, you have our prayers. Let us know. Let's go and get this together. If you want to go battle, you've lost someone to the battle, let us know. We're going to be doing this from now on. You now know what's going on with me. You now know what's been going on with Jen. You now know what's been going on with my family. We are going to go after this. We're going to start in the parks on Monday. Tomorrow we're taking off. You'll start seeing Instagram posts reflecting this. And as soon as we have our 503c foundation up, we will let you know. You guys have helped us through our own struggles more than you know. You become family. This is probably one of the nicer things that I've heard in an hour. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
We're here for you. We're not going anywhere. For those of you who came in that don't know, I'm literally closing another part of my business to focus on this. I'm going to grow this into something ridiculous. And I'm bringing all of you with me. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. I'm stealing Michelle and DC's line tonight. Do or do not. There is no try. It's not okay. It's not okay. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. from the bottom of my heart. Might be a shattered heart tonight, but from the bottom of it, I thank every single one of you for caring enough to send me an email, to send me a DM, to being here tonight. Thank you. This was therapeutic. I needed it. My family says one thing every night when we close.
Have a magical night.
We hope that you have a magical night. We hope that we can affect some change in your life. We hope that we can be that beacon for you when you need us. You were there for us tonight, and we appreciate it. And we do hope that you have a magical night. I always leave you guys with one thing. When I took him away, you guys got mad at me. So we brought him back.
He was right there.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing else. Everybody, take care. Thank you guys so much. See you later, Loki Gator. After a while, Crocodile. Benny Lugo, thank you for being here. Mike Wheeler, I can't say enough about you. Mike B, Steve, thanks for the kind words. That was incredible. We really appreciate you. Jonathan, you didn't have any lyrics tonight. It was like having the night off for you. You phoned it in. Studio Tatooine, Stone Cold Jedi. You've been here since the beginning, my man. I appreciate you. Every time you show up, you actually make me chuckle a little bit. Lorna, you know.
She knows.
You know. Theme Park Lifestyles. I don't say anything about you either. Carolina, we're going to be praying for you. We can't wait to see you guys towards the end of the month. Lola, absolute pleasure having you in here. Crew it up. Go shoot something. It's an inside joke. Manny, even though you're not here, we appreciate you. Amanda Orlove, thank you. Jeffrey, I know you're gone. Thank you. Stream Elements Bot. If I don't say goodnight to you, you'll get mad at me. Brian Wasco, everybody. Wasco Pico Train. He's got a new name. You just didn't know it. Every single one of you. Every Ninja Watcher, everybody. We thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you. DC and Michelle do or do not. There is no try. Get over to their channel. Subscribe to those great people. Show them Florida Park Explorers love. Let's go kick cancer's ass together. Good night, everybody. Jonathan, that's not fair because now it's stuck in my head too. Good night.